Hello? Hello, my friends. Look, the loading screen looks a little different here, doesn't it? We got a little Zhang Hua Yin going on. Mr. Hong Lu giving me the, I don't know, he's looking at me a little seductively, it appears. How are we doing, guys? Who we got up in here? Hello, Christo, Noblium, Yan, Levi, Bamboozle, Scarlet, Devour. What's going on, y'all? I love snake arm IDs. Is there a certain subsection of identifications that have snake arms? That would seem like it'd be a little strange. Hello, Yash. I demand a feast. In celebration of what? What are we feasting for? Hello, Sunny. In Ideal. In Cosmic. What's going on, y'all? Guys, if you haven't already, I have there's a link. It's the pinned comment. Can lead you to the community post that I made. Also, it's in the Discord. But we are coming up on a new streaming schedule starting this Monday, and I would like you guys' input on what would work best. It appears so far the overwhelming response is the Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 to 6 p.m. schedule. I'm guessing that's because some people just, you know, if you don't live in the US, then I think any later than like 3 to 6 would probably be like in the middle of the night for a lot of people. So that makes sense. I get why people want to do that. The other option would be 7 to 10 p.m. Monday through Friday, and then possible weekend streams as well. But it seems like, you know, we had a couple interviews going on with this job that I'm looking into. They offered me the job, and I was like, well, you know, I got this streaming thing. You know, I play this game called Limbus Company in my free time. I was hoping I could continue to do that, and so they're trying to work with me to make sure that we can keep the streams on a regular schedule while also being able to like do the job, you know. So we're in a very, very privileged, nice position to be in. So hopefully it will work out well. Hello, Aaron. I'm still embarrassed by my whole time zone fiasco in the Discord. Oh, I didn't realize that was you in there, Aaron. I didn't realize that was you in the Discord. Aaron is Roland in the Discord. That's okay. I understand. There's a lot of people that don't always what's it called? Not translate the time zone. Convert the time zone to their own time to understand when we should be streaming, but it's okay. I understand. Hello, Storm and Diabolical Lad. I won't get the new Hey Shoe IDs, but I use all my lunacy. I don't feel like limbusing. Well, we have, I think we saved up about, I think we almost have enough for 2 10 pulls. And when we get in, we should have enough, we should have gotten the dailies to the point where we can get that free 3-star plus a 10 pull. So I haven't had a chance to actually look at the new IDs other than the little trailer that we watched the other day, last stream. But if there's a cool one, you know, hopefully we'll be able to get it with all of our pulls. Hello, Big Bird. And Tanny. That is not a lot of... I know we don't have... I didn't say we have a lot of loonies. I just said we have enough for I think, about 2 10 pulls. And Charlotte says you're getting a free 1300 lunacy from Bugs. Well, isn't that awesome? Isn't that nice? So yeah, we'll have a decent amount. I haven't claimed the 1300 if they send it out, you know, after the update. So we should have a decent amount. Hello, Knowledge Seekers. But all right, y'all. Yeah, but just one more time, in case for those of you that just joined in, use that pinned comment or go to the Discord or go to the community tab. Vote on when you think would be the best stream schedule for you guys, so I can make that decision. And then we'll have that new schedule into effect going on Monday. Hello, Zach. But all right, y'all. Well, let's get into the game. Oh, we've got to pull up our... I don't think we accomplished our word of the day. Well, obviously last stream we didn't do word of the day because it was like a 1-hour stream. We had to get into it real quick. Before that, I don't even think we used our word of the day. Your word of the day today is junket. Junket refers to a trip that is paid for by someone else, such as a promotional trip made at another's expense or an official's trip made at a public expense. For example, the cast of the widely acclaimed movies making press junkets to major cities. Alright, that one might be rough. I don't know what the Junko, I don't know what's going on with the Junkie. But we'll see. Alright, let's do this. Let's Limbus it on. I believe last time we were here, they killed him. They killed Yisang. They stabbed him. He died. He was murdered on the spot. Dante forgot to rewind the clock. It's over. Alright, so rest in peace, Yisang. You know, I'll never forget you. Here, look at that. So we should get this day 14 in the middle of today's stream and get the legendary Decaextraction with a free 3-star. That's gonna be huge. Oh, season start notice. Zhang Hua Yin. New pass, new main story content. Obviously, we are quite a bit off of Canto 8, the surrendered witnessing, but we're making our way there. Okay, I see how the shards work now. So, yeah, they literally just half your shards? That's a little silly. Oh, but the ones that are not carried over are converted directly into thread. Okay, so it's not like you're actually losing anything unless you didn't want to convert the shards to thread. But you're not actually like losing any resources from the carryover. And I was told, yes, look at that. Scheduled update error compensation, thank you. And regular maintenance compensation, that's an extra 13 hundo. So we're at over 3,000 lunacy. Big. Big, 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 big. So we are gonna have some nice large pulls going on at the end of this stream and the following streams. Also, it seems that the friend requests are starting to pitter patter out. That's okay. Makes sense. I mean, we're up to 79 friends. Still have yet to use a friend ID yet. And what are the extractions looking like right now? Oh, even the target extraction points that you build up get converted to thread. Oh, well, that is handy. Okay, I'll take that. I mean, we've been hurting for thread for a while, so I will gladly take it. Oh, Lico says, can I send you a friend request? Yes, everyone's allowed to send me a friend request. There's your ID. There's the ID. Feel free. We accept them at the start of each stream. Okay, what do we got going on here? Hey Shao, Pack, Sea Branch, Gregor, and Rodion. I don't think we've ever met the Heisho folk. The Heishows? Who are the Heishows? I don't think I've ever seen these guys. Interesting. Oh, and there's that snake arm thing going on. Also, there is a decent chance, possibly, that in the middle of this stream, I'll have to answer my phone, which, you know, is pretty unprofessional for a Devin Block stream, but it's work related. All right, so we'll see if that happens. I'm gonna keep my phone on me just in case. Hello, Uno. Yash says, Devin, I beg of you not to build Rupture early game. I mean, we're still gonna be rocking our in-corp build for a long time, I think. I mean, even if we did get a decent ID, we still have a ton of in-corpers, so we'll probably be rocking that for a while. You know, hello, Mert. But if we do get enough like people to build a decent Rupture team, then we'll probably make one, but that would probably take a while anyways. Okay, then we also have a Otis target extraction, which I'm not the biggest Otis fan, but it would be cool to get her, you know, we already have 2 IDs for her, so it would be cool to get some more. Okay, I've delayed long enough. Let's get this on. Like I said last time we left off, they killed Yisang. Alright, they murdered him in cold blood. Some like old friend of her, or friend of his or something. He had some photograph thing that was in black and white. I don't know if Yisang's like immortal or something. Maybe he's, you know, from like the 1800s. He's been around, he's a vampire. I wouldn't be surprised. But we'll have to see. I was looking at that picture after we had finished the stream. I was looking at the VOD, and I was wondering, I was trying to see if I recognized any of the people in the picture. Obviously, I think one of those people in the picture was Dongrong and Yisang. But I don't know if that girl was also in it. I mean, she probably looked a little different back then, but, you know. I mean, Blood Fiend? Sorry. I'm sorry. Politically correct term, Blood Fiend. I apologize. Looks like we're almost there. I can sense the Golden Bough resonating nearby. It appears we're nearing the target location. That's good. The photos and awards I left should still be there. Classified research documents as well, Mr. Dongrong. He's alive! Yisung picks up an ampule shrine drop from the floor and carefully examines it. Guys, is the way that my head is facing in the webcam, does it look good? Does it look strange? Like if I'm like looking at my screen, I can't look at myself. I can give a little side eye to myself. I think I look good. I think this is a good angle. Tell me if the angle's weird. How kind of you. You didn't have to pick it up. It's the same. This regeneration ampule. Its numbers abides by the same rule as the decay ampules that was forcibly administered to Miss Ishmael in the earlier scuffle between K-Corp brawlers and invading machines. Oh, we already saw this one. It's the same dialogue. Okay. Yada yada yada. Oh, the serial code is the same as the one that they liquefied Ishmael with. Wait, is somebody out there? Is there a lady coming into the room? What? Right? Yes. Yes. Sticks into flowers. Oh, look who it is. Hello there, hobo lady. How are you doing? You wouldn't happen to be trying to stab somebody, would you? I'm sure you're a very friendly fella. No! Yisung, no! She plunged the golden bough in her hand into Yisung's chest, and Yisung collapses to the ground. That was quick. I didn't think you would end up choosing him before my eyes. You can have this back. A photograph. And this is where we ended off last time. So obviously, that's Yisung. I think that's Dongrong. Alright, these people have some, they have some issues. They were born without eyeballs. It's a tough life, but I hope they're doing well. These two, I'm guessing this is supposed to be her. I don't know who this fella is. And this guy in the middle looks like, I don't even know what's going on with his face. He's got a top hat and something's like obscuring the rest of his face. I don't really know what that is. It's a little strange. The guy in the glasses to the far right is Gubo from the beginning of the game. Gubo? Gubo? Who is Gubo? I do not remember a Gubo. He does kind of look familiar, but I don't remember where I would know him from. Isn't Gubo the guy from Meet the Robinsons? And he grows up and he gets the top hat and then he's playing baseball and the baseball hits him in the face and everybody hates him, but then he goes back in time and he's like, "Wake up, Gubo!" And then Gubo wakes up and he catches the ball and everybody loves him. Gubo was one of the evil guys in Canto 1 who stole our Golden Bough. Oh! I remember now. In the L Corp facility. I remember. Okay. Cause yeah, wasn't one of them was like Honglu's brother, right? And then the other one was Gubo, and then Gregor's mom? Or am I like completely misremembering things? I thought I remember that being the crew that pulled up. Something like that. It's been a while. It's been a while. There's X says I'm right. Oh, okay. Thinking back to those days, I felt as though I had been afloat all the time then. See, sometimes the brain works. Yes, I was enduring life with the feeling of flying in the sky. Thus, I had been living without knowing for certain if I truly had wings, or if I was a mere half-wit. Yisung, did you stay up all night working on your research again? I keep telling you, skipping sleep will get you killed. He's something else. Remember how he'd forget to eat or sleep when he got into something? He can't be helped, Dongbaek. So what, is that how you say her name? That's a hard name to say. So, what do you plan to show us on this Illuminators Conference? I can't help but look forward to something you've been working on tirelessly in your room. This time, I have made something I call the mirror. Like the mirror dungeon? Thus, it has always remained unclear, and sure if I regret that day, or reminisce it fondly. Dongbaek. Dongbaek? Dongbaek? Hello, cool dog. Dongbaek. Is that how you say it? Sung. Yi-sung, you alright? Yi-sung's eyes slowly opened. Their lives are so easily light. Oh, he's talking about the sinners. I was like, what does this mean? Their lives are so easily light, so easily recoverable. I see. You have reversed my death as you always do. A flash of light burst out of the golden bough right as it pierced his chest, blinding everyone for a moment. And Dongbaek had disappeared in the meantime. Dongbaek. The smiles the people in the photograph made at each other were nowhere to be seen now. And Dongrong cast his eyes into emptiness, reviewing the situation we got into. I'm sure Dongbaek's plan was to stab me. Shreen and Ron probably told her that I brought help from the outside. But she couldn't have known that Yi-sung would be one of them. So you brought Yi-sung here on purpose. Are you asking if I invited him as a meat shield knowing that I'd be ambushed? As excellent as my ability to predict courses of events is, I am no prophet. Either way, things went in our favor. The assault was clearly made with no intent to kill. What did you just... You can't be serious. A colleague of ours got stabbed to death for your boss and you're talking like everything went well. It's not our responsibility to compensate for any injuries, is it? If this has left psychological scars, you are free to demand compensation. But please know that the procedures will be rather complex. No, my problem is with how you're describing this whole... Leave the matter there. I do not feel an ounce of pain, so you have no need to pursue this matter further. When I turn the clock, every consequence is reversed. Torn clothing, bloodied stains, even the smallest scars are undone. That doesn't make the cause of those damages something that never happened. Which is why I have to ask. Are you sure you're okay, Yi-sung? Yi-sung shut down my last attempt to inquire with a simple yes, so I couldn't try again until now. But that man named Gubo had no problem raising his weapon against Yi-sung while claiming to be his compatriot. I see. You must have been rather curious. This time, he didn't seem to have any intent to dodge my question. Hello, Tony and Brian. I was once part of an organization named the League of Nine. Gubo, Dongrong, Dongbaek, the one who stabbed my chest. Those faces you have seen were members of it as well, manager. However, it disbanded and scattered one day. Each of us was flown away into our own path. That was all there was to it. Oh, what? Feels like your story's missing a ton of details, you know? You broke up because things happened and now you're pointing knives at each other. Like, is that it? Or maybe they were never friends at all. It was no more than a moment. I believe my testimony to be apt for a time as transient as that. He started talking a lot. He hasn't turned to a chatterbox just yet, but I had the feeling that he'd soon become more talkative. I was reminded of Faust mentioning once that he was never really the quiet sort. Are you really sure you're okay, Yi-sung? I have always been okay. If that was his true nature, this might not be a bad thing. Still, my feelings say that I should care for his well-being. From your recent memory, have you had any particularly happy or painful moments or something like that? You are devoting an unusual degree of attention to me today. While it does not please me, I will give you an answer since your demeanor is quite unlike the usual. If I were to choose one, the happiest occasion in recent memory would be when we held an Illuminators conference. And the most hopeless one would be at the forest where I first met you. The very moment my life resumed when I was certain that it had ended there. Another such moment is now. I am once again realizing that this regeneration is ever so flawless, unchanging. I don't know why I came to this conclusion, but I was kind of in the mindset of the sinners were already like very well acquainted with being able to revive. I didn't realize their first time ever being able to revive was that time in the forest. Like, some of them made it seem like it was just so natural for them. Like, they'd been doing this forever. Well, of course, Faust was also already, like, in the know. So the others had no idea, though, like, when they were in the forest, that they were going to be revived. They all just, like, gave their lives, died, you know, like, for us, without even knowing that they would be able to come back. Hello, CG. Talk about dedication. I thought that maybe they had a manager beforehand that was able to revive them. I know that does sound kind of stupid now, because obviously we're the only clockman in town, but... They knew intellectually. So what, they did know that they would be able to revive, but they never actually had gone through it before? I guess so. Yeah, but experiencing it is very, very different. They were just not scared of death. It makes sense. Okay. I thought, so it wasn't just Faust that knew. All of them actually did know, but they had just never gone through it. Josh says they did have a manager before. It was Ayan. What if we are Ayan? I think we may be Ayan come again. I'm still sticking to that theory. Did I read this already? Yes. I hope that sates your curiosity. Now, should we not be on our way? I see a long road ahead of us. As he walked ahead, I could almost see it. He looks so dumb with the coat, with his arms not in the armholes. Although the wound was perfectly erased, there was still a hole in his chest, wide open with no signs of mending. I didn't realize Yi-sang would have so much depth. It's crazy. It's almost like every chapter we get, every canto, I kind of have a new favorite character. I mean, I guess it makes sense because obviously each canto is focused on one character, so like you're gonna get more of their backstory and naturally like them more. But it's like now that I'm getting Yi-sang backstory, I'm like, dude, this guy is pretty sick. This guy, I like the depth. I didn't realize he was also such a capable, you know, like fighter and such amongst the squad. I thought he was just gonna be like traditional, cliche, quiet character, stays, you know, sticks to himself, doesn't say much. But he's actually got something going on. Why are we gooning over the Yi-sang ass? I'm sorry, the Yi-sang booty. That was your one chance to see it. I hope you enjoyed the Yi-sang booty while you had it. Oh dear. It seems a radio communication device was installed in this branch. His phone was intensely vibrating as though the call set it on fire. Yes, I understand. I'll return right away. It seems the laboratory has been raided again. There are apparently more terrorists this time, on a fiercer offense than before. So the commotion earlier was a distraction to keep us here. This could have easily been prevented if it weren't for your collusion. Otis lashed out in frustration. It does feel rather strange. I think this is the first time we're going through a Lobotomy Corporation without facing a single abnormality. That's true indeed. Those we did see were resting still in their eggs. The founders from Tech Liberation whatever must have got some way to put abnormalities in their eggs without lifting a hand, eh? Though we still have to see the details with our own eyes. If they really do have the technology to revert abnormalities into their inactive forms, it's certain that they possess the technologies to achieve more. Well, sounds like you've got to look out, Dongrong, bud. Miss Faust isn't one to say ominous stuff for nothing, you know. It'll work out somehow. And our group is K-Corp's most successful researcher. And better yet, two of the greatest geniuses in this city. Are we going back to fight? Are we fighting Robo Boys again? We might be fighting Robo Boys again. I'm ready. We can take on Robo Boys. Was he talking about himself? When he says one of the most, you know, impressive researchers in all of K-Corp, is he talking about himself? I think he might be. As soon as we got back to the lobby, we could see panic-struck employees run before Dongrong and Samjo. Mr. Dongrong, a moment, please! You've all turned pale. Pardon me for a moment. The situation looks pretty tense. It's kind of awkward to stand still like this. As I meandered in the lobby, murmuring meaningless things to myself, Don Quixote scuttled to a shelf. Oh, what manner of books are these? The pictures glitter brightly. Sounding a merry hum, she picked up a storybook. I peeked at the book she opened. Yi-sang also turned his gaze towards the book, possibly bothered by something about it. I remember books. In the library. Soon a golden haze unfolded. Once upon a time, when everyone had their heads down and eyes fixed on the ground, there was a person who looked up into the sky, and their eyes were twinkling stars. Connecting the nameless stars no one else would look at. The person gave them names and made up stories for them as they liked. Stories are the skeins of thread without an end. They're drawn and woven together in an effort to find meaning from meaninglessness. I find it funny, Devin, when right over the fact that Yi-sung told you the most hopeless event for him is when he was revived from the dead, and given no comment or thought. Oh, is that what he meant? I didn't fully grasp what he was talking about, or what he was saying when he mentioned the revival thing. His most hopeless event was when we brought him back? Yi-sung depression? We gotta get him out of his depression. We gotta make him feel better. It's okay, Mr. Yi-sung. All kinds of stories in the world, happy and sad, circled in the night sky. Then one day, the person's family fell deeply sick, their life nearing its end. Like any other day, the person spoke in the sky about the grief they felt. And then, a droplet of water fell onto the person's head. Looking up, the person found the constellation talking to them. Dear person who named me and gave me a story, thanks to you I was cast onto the land and pushed by the flow of time, feeling the world in full. Did you know that stars can grant wishes? The tears I shed will clear you of all of your pain. Afterwards, a rain fell onto the world for a day and a half. Everyone caught in the rain was all healed up. The person's ill family recovered to health too. Since then, the person and their family, as well as the residents of the city, have looked up at the sky and talked about happiness every night. That explains it. I read that Nesuke had a custom of walking outside without an umbrella to stand in the rain on the night of a certain month every year. Don't tell me, am I alone in this again? Have none of you checked out the pamphlet guide to K-Corp's nest and backstreets until now? No one? Oh, that thing. I used mine to whack some bugs, so I gotta get a new one. Does this look like the time to be joking around, Rodeo? Rodeo didn't look like she was joking at all, but Ishmael seemed unaware of it. By the way, that story, it feels similar to what the regeneration ampule does, doesn't it? The rain that restores you to health. Yeah, so you trying to say it was made from rains dropped by stars? Wait, wasn't it nanobots and not watery stuff in the first place? What do you think, Faust? I am a woman of science. I prefer judgment based on facts over metaphors. This so-called analysis and interpretation of stars and clouds might be an area Yi-sung is more familiar with. He's a researcher like me, but we're not quite the same. We'd better hurry. The situation seems pretty serious. I hear they managed to storm all the way into rooms where experiments are conducted this time. Does this place not seem too peaceful for such a dire predicament? I see nary a man running away. It does appear that there's been an evacuation order. However, as you witnessed last time, this is not the first emergency that occurred this week. They might be worried that evacuating again could disrupt the 70-hour work week policy. 70-hour work week? Working in this place is not easy, huh? How many hours are even in a week? That's like more than, that's like double full time. Isn't there only like 130 hours in a week? Something like that? I don't know, somebody do the math. Hello, Virulence. And Mr. Inconspicuous. I don't get it. How is this attack possible? It didn't seem like a structure that allowed intruders to sneak into the room undetected. We're running short of time, so I'll explain as we go up. Object. Give one reason we should go with you. Indeed, the contract has been fulfilled. That's true, but as much as I want to give the bow to you, it's been taken before our eyes. Trashes. Is this really right? Hey, what does this contract exactly say? I couldn't say. I'm not all too knowledgeable when it comes to legal matters. Wait, what'd that say? Instead of arguing back as usual, Samjo suddenly got busy wiping his glasses. S.A. No! Not S.A. Ryoshu. No S.A. in the workplace. Mr. Samjo. She wants answers. S.A. Samjo. She says she'll assail you this time. That's a nice way of putting it, Sinclair. I think Ryoshu might be having some bad thoughts about what she's gonna do to Samjo. Wrong. I said I'll assault him right now. I mean, assail him. This is an emergency, an emergency! You should go upstairs quickly. Let's hurry along for now, Ryoshu. I'll show Sangria. I swear it. Samjo urgently sent us upstairs. The hallway that was clean and calm hours ago has now turned to complete mayhem, filled with screams and fleeing people. This is like when we dropped our cognition filter in Lobotomy Corp. A researcher was crying and clinging to someone who appeared to be a Liberation Alliance member. Help me, Mr. Dongrong, please save me! My staff member is begging for help. Wouldn't you consider letting them go? If it's intelligence you want, I'll give it to you. We were planning to go out for a staff dinner tomorrow at the restaurant we booked serves such delicious meat. It'd be rather unfortunate if the smell awaiting us tomorrow came from incense sticks at a funeral instead of meat on a grill. Wouldn't you agree? Intelligence? We have no need for it. Oh, you're walking in unarmed now. What happened to your robots that did the fighting for you, wimps? We have no need to bring our robots either. I see plenty of useful looking ones here. Are you trying to... We were ordered to excise terrorists. Target all parts. We outnumbered them by a wide margin. It might be a little unfair, but it seems like we won't have any trouble beating them. Miss Fran's expertise was hijacking machines. She was more experienced in hacking than fighting. Welcome. Here at K-Corp, we value your safety above all else. Oh, wait, what's... For everyone's safety, deserters attempting to flee from battle will be injected with a decay ampule according to regulatory rules. The ampule will be launched if you have the 120-meter radius of the combat area, or if you leave the 120-meter radius of the combat area. You are 49 meters from the perimeter. Shoot. If you do not attack the enemy within the next 5 seconds, the decay ampule will be administered according to regulatory rules. We have 4 seconds remaining. Wait, are we the enemy now? Damn it, I've got no choice. Why? I don't want to get hit by the decay ampule. I want to live. Current status. No deserters detected. All status green. Please stand in line for regeneration ampules. God, I need to turn down... I'm going to turn down the speed. Can I do that here? I need to turn down the text speed. I keep zooming past it. I see. They're weighing their lives with ours, not unlike what we do. Please permit us to engage. Got it. I mean, it's still better for... The sinners should be the ones dying here, because we can always revive. The K-Corpers, they don't have the luxury, you know? I don't really fault them for fighting us right now. Just stop clicking multiple times? Yeah, but the dialogue is so slow. It's the only way to speed it up. Where was it at? It was somewhere in there. I've lost it. Also, why? This is our resolution? I guess it's okay. Resume. Start win rating. What if K-Corp ampules were the K-Corp freakules, and instead of regenerating you, they made you freaky? Who's to say it can't be both? I mean, me personally, I've never been injected. But I do know some freaky fellows who have had a K-Corp module injected into them. The filler fights start now? Just now? The filler fights are only starting now? I feel like we've been having filler fights for this entire Kanto so far. Even the Nico fight wasn't that impressive. I mean, let's be honest. I will say, this, the non-stop Robo Boys we have to keep fighting, it's starting to get on my nerves, this lack of bleed vulnerability. I just want to be able to bleed my boy. Is that so bad? Is it so bad? Just want to bleed a robot man? I want to see big bleed numbers, but they won't allow me. Guys, I cannot wait for our 10 pull. I cannot wait to get that daily reward to get the Decaextraction. Scarlett says he likes the racism team. You know, I think that's up for debate. I can change them. I can fix the Incorp. They're not bad at their core. You can fix them. Yeah, I was kind of hoping with the Nico fight, it would be like more... I was hoping Nico would put up more of a fight. I was hoping that he'd be a bit stronger, but... Bro just did not have it. Also, did that... Oh, does this guy heal? I haven't seen that. It looked like the robot man like attacked his teammate, but I wonder if he has like a heal skill. Yeah, on used targets allies, heals by damage number, deals no damage. Look at that. Isn't that a neat little ability? They're injecting the ampules into their teammates. There's a 141 3-star IDs, if I'm not wrong. What, just in the game in its entirety? And we have 3 out of 141. Do you get a special shiny badge if you collect them all? Special Limbus badge? And we do have another guaranteed one coming up, so. Hello, Jeff. You always stream while I'm at school. I'm gonna fail at this rate. Are you still in school? I guess some people probably still are in school. Oh, I guess there are people that also do summer school, but because I don't really know the school schedule of people that are not currently attending university. I guess maybe most high schools and such are still going on. There's, I think it's 141 IDs in total. Okay, that's what I thought. Oh wait, 141 IDs, like not including 3 stars? Like 141 IDs overall? That's not that many. I guess I don't really know how many they release with each like set. You know, like what? There's 6 Incorp IDs, I think. I imagine it'd probably be about like 5 characters, about 5 per set. I don't know what else you would call that, set, theme, you know what I mean? I don't think we're getting every ID in the game. I don't know how much money it would cost to purchase enough lunacy, how many pulls it would take to get every ID in the game, but some of them probably aren't even available anymore, right? Like some IDs are only available during certain events, so I don't think we could even pull them all if we wanted to. But I don't think I want to anyways. Six Incorp IDs and 2 of them not working too well with Faust's goated passive. What, is one of them in Claire? You'd be blocked by Walpurg anyway? Yeah, I guess that's true. Only the Walpurgis IDs are unattainable during normal pulls. You can pull everything that isn't Walpurgis. Really? Okay. Okay, well that's good to know. So we actually can pull everything. Didn't people say there was a Walpurgis event coming up sometime soon? People were trying to tell me to save all of our lunacy for when the event happened, but obviously that was not going to happen. Because the event's still not here, and we would have never gotten in Claire if we didn't do all those pulls. In a month. Okay, yeah, so still a while. Got you. I take back what I said about you being spineless wimps. I'm surprised you didn't run away while we were scrapping. You're so dead now. Bunch of book-smart sods who think using things other made is a talent. Fair point. Which is why we brought something new from Lobotomy Corp branch. Abonati? What the hell? Jumbo boy. Why does the ego make you fat? This was not part of the ego in the past. All Wingbeat users get fat now? Oh no, it's not. I thought this was Wingbeat. This is not Wingbeat. They're a gooey boy. Lobotomy ego sloshing. Oh, and these are egos too. Oh, this is this wooden puppet mummy man? I think this is wooden puppet mummy man ego. Isn't that neat? Yes, it is. Okay, and it is. The sloshing is an aberration of Wingbeat. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. 'Cause it does look like it. It's just fat. It's fat boy. It's fat boy Wingbeat. I see. It's related to fairies. It's geared from a fat fairy. Is this what I thought I saw somebody post in the Discord? Either an ego or an ID that is like based off of this ego, the sloshing one. Is that what you're talking about? Is that what we're talking about, Ishmael? I think it was Ishmael that had it. That would be cool. It would be cool to have some IDs that were based off the egos. I mean, these egos is cool in general, you know? Sloshing Ishmael. Sloshmael. Got you. And we can pull that right now, or is that... Because when you guys say that I can pull any ID, is that just if you do a standard extraction? Or can you pull any ID, as long as it's not from Walpurgis, from any of the specialty pulls? You know what I mean? Because you know how they have like the target extraction, and they have like the event one, and they have like the standard? Any ID from any extraction. Oh wow, okay. So what, there's just a higher chance to get the ones that are featured in like the target extractions and the event extractions? Yes, got you. Okay. Hey, isn't something off about this? Was ego something you could keep on all the time and use whenever like that? Because I didn't know you could just do that. We all know ego's in some kind of magic tool. It's a lot of work. Just keeping my sanity from tumbling over. Besides, didn't someone say that those people all used to be lab workers? How is it possible for them to use ego better than we do? This is not a matter of proficiency in battle. They must have employed some other trick. There is one possibility in mind. If they reduce abnormalities to an ovate form and figure out a way to materialize their ego the way Lobotomy Corporation did. In other words, repeatedly research the conditions of corrosion and train themselves to repress it utilizing the clip-lock deterrents emitted by the Golden Bough. It could be possible to use ego well without being affected by corrosion even after a short period. But they're using our tools, compressed and repressed in a general utility. Does that mean Lobotomy Corporation did the same? Yeah, I guess we did. I was wondering how that worked. Like why we were able to just give employees the ego that we gathered and extracted in Lobotomy Corp. But this explains that. Yes, rather than fixers, regular employees were given the ego to work with. Of course, what we have right now isn't as refined as what the Wing used to have. Wait, hold on. If you're saying they can do that with the help of the Golden Boughs deterrence power, that means it's nearby. Must be, along with Dongbaek, who has it in her hands. I cannot help but question the security of this facility. The leader of the terrorists is freely roaming in your building. Not once has her presence been reported. As much as I'd like to object, I don't have much I can say. I didn't expect them to break in so easily. The Technology Liberation Alliance was formed by former researchers of renowned firms after all. I see. So they were villains of bright minds, but I must wonder, can individuals of bright minds turn to villainy? What a bewildering conundrum. Don't let them fascinate you. If they were so wise, they wouldn't have quit their enviable jobs like large firms for a terrorist organization in the first place. Maybe it wasn't the life they wanted. Maybe it was. I wouldn't want to work the 70-hour work week. That's for damn sure. Dude, look at the in-Claire damage. What a beast. What a beast. Nobody can top my in-Claire. Like, why would we ever build a Rupture squad when we can just run in-Claire for all of time? Forever and ever. He says you can find EO gear from lobotomy abnormalities and Walpurgis, such as Some Lament and Forsaken Murderer. That's IDs you were confused about because they were also ego. They were IDs of the sinners as Lobotomy Corp agents wearing ego gear. Oh! Okay. That makes sense. I remember that. I do remember that. Yeah, I think it'd be cool to get some ego IDs. Some of them are really cool. But so is that how? Okay, yeah. So that's how. Is that why in those IDs they're wearing the ego not because they're manifesting it, but because they're just wearing it like how we did in Lobotomy Corp, or how these guys are doing it? Is that the explanation behind why they're able to just like wear it in the ID? Yes. Okay. Devin gained the ability to read Devin? No, that's not. I didn't. There was nothing there I could have read to know that. But that makes sense. Okay. I was confused. Like, why would there be? How would you be able to? Like, they obviously manifest the ego, but they're able to do it with the ID as well. But no, it's because the ID is like the utility gear. Like, it's actually gear. It's not just like the manifest becoming part of it. You know. There's only one real ego ID, and it's Walpurgis and Claire. That's yeah, I did see the Philip one, where he's literally just Philip. Faust just said that. Well, yeah, that's why I came to the conclusion. That's where I gained the knowledge from. Okay. This is troubling. I don't mind other locations, but if that place were to be attacked, it'll cause a major setback. Mr. Dongrong, you have an urgent call from Director Alfonso. This wouldn't be the Alfonso from Ruina, would it? Oh boy, she's about to give me a talking to. Can't you take the call for me, Samjo? I already have been, but her patience is nearing its limit. Oh well, I'm not getting away from this. Pardon me for a second. Oh, that's Astolfo, not Alfonso. Astolfo. Did we kill an Astolfo? Who was that person? Remember the Astolfo in Ruina? No, it's a hot woman. I was thinking of Astolfo. Which one's the hot woman? Was that Astolfo or Alfonso? Yeah, Astolfo was Roland's friend. That's why I was like, oh, but I guess they wouldn't exist here. That wouldn't make any sense. We're like in an alternate reality hundreds of years later, I think. Disregard. Both is hot woman. Okay. While Dongrong was away, we spotted an employee who hadn't evacuated across the hallway, nervously wandering. Watch closely, Executive Manager. If you see a lackey snooping around like that in the middle of danger, it most likely means you found someone with useful information. It would be wise to make good use of them. Hey, we're agents from some subcontracting firm here to deal with this commotion. What's going on? I've been looking for Miss Shreen, but I can't find her anywhere. I need to tell her to evacuate. She's left her computer on. Where could she be? Oh, well, you see, there was some altercation down in the basement laboratory area. Alright, we'll find her. You evacuate first. Thank you. Now, while the terrorist informant has been removed, the staff is still in a muddle, and our computer is left on. We're in a complete tactical advantage. Didn't even cost us any strength. Probably thanks to the pride in this achievement, Otis sounded much more excited than usual. but no one seemed to care.
슈렌느라는 분의 컴퓨터.
The computer Shreen used, its password was Miss You Ron, right? We were told she was in close relations with Ron, exchanging lots of messages. If we're lucky, we might find a pending email or some other clue on her computer. It should hopefully give us some insight in the Technology Liberation Alliance too. You're quick to understand. That was very much expected of my executive manager. Alright, good. The problem is how we're gonna sneak into the office. Who on our team is gonna walk in there bold-faced and get it done without rousing suspicion? If I had to choose a sinner who can keep a still face and avoid suspicion, give this humble knight one more chance and I shall succeed. No, not you, Don. Mersault, think you can handle it? As long as you command. Yeah, I'm counting on you. Thought he was gonna say Yisong. I did see earlier Yash mentioning that Yisong and Mersault are pretty much the same person until this Canto, which they kind of are. Like before we got all this Yisong lore, they kind of are the same person. Devin, remember the flower enemies from Funger? Hope you missed them. The flower enemies? What, like the parasitic flowers that would infect the guards and the bone boys? What were those called? Bone geists? They had the very sharp penises that they would stab people with and murder them. Are they coming back? Did Funger manifest? Somebody manifest a Funger ego? That'd be pretty cool. You think that Limbus would ever do that? You think they'll ever get to a point where they add like crossover egos from like other games, or like not egos, like IDs as part of events? I mean, that would very much break the immersion, but that would be cool. Arknights. What is Arknights? There's an Arknight collab coming in, but they're doing ego, not IDs. I've never heard of that. Yeah, I said the Devin used to stream Funger without censorship. That was because I didn't. That was one episode. We never streamed Funger with no censorship. We recorded one first episode of Funger before I knew what I was getting into without the censorship mod. Another worse gacha game, Limbus no diff. I see. Arknights is just some made-a-gooner stuff. It's basically Limbus, but you take care of animals with cancer instead of mentally ill bus passengers. I see. Hello, Joe. I see. Then I think we'll stick with Limbus then. I don't think we're moving on to Arknights anytime soon. But that kind of that opens up the can of worms then. Like if they're doing collaboration with other games, then I mean, what basically anything can become an ID then, or become an ego. Which I guess is alright, but it'd just be really lame, like if I pulled a 3-star or something and it's like, you know, freaking Goku. I mean, Goku Sinclair would be really cool, alright? But it might break my immersion a little bit. Okay, I don't know if we can do Goku Sinclair. You know, Peter Griffin, like we can't be playing Fortnite Limbus. I can't have Peter Griffin Mersault, alright? We can't go there. That'd be too much for me. Aaron says there's this theory that a Project Moon character is gonna get added to Guilty Gear. I've never played Guilty Gear. Isn't like that a fighting game? I remember whenever they had released like the trailer for it or teased it a while back, it was a large people were really excited for it. It's a fighting game. Let's see. Hello, Gabe. Yeah, I guess it would be cool if they did add other collaborations, did more collaborations in the future. It's just, it'd be cool if you could only get it, like, you could opt out of pulling those IDs or egos if you didn't want to. I want to love Guilty Gear, but I hate fighting games like those. Yeah, I've never been a big fighting game guy. Like, the only fighting game that I ever remotely got into was very early gameplay of For Honor. Which, I mean, For Honor, it's definitely a fighting game, but it's definitely not like a traditional fighting game. You know, it's not your side-scrolling, like, combo type fighting game. But even when I did play that, I just played Shigoki the Big Boy, back when you could still one-shot people with the back break. And so for me, it wasn't even really a fighting game. There was no, like, tactical inputs, you know, there was no dodging, there was no, like, it was just get hit till I get down to 1 HP and secure the one-shot back break. But I just don't have the tactical abilities. I'm actually not that mechanically proficient of a gamer when it comes down to it. You know, I think that I'm quite proud of my tactical abilities, whatever game we're playing. But for mechanical prowess, I do lack in that department quite a bit. Just I beg to differ. What about Val? We do not have mechanical proficiencies in Valor. There's a reason we don't play Valor. There's a reason that we don't seriously play Valorant. And why it will never show up on this stream. My streamer is a brilliant strategist but has a massive skill issue. You know, it happens. I'm okay with that. If that's the life I'm meant to lead, it happens. At #1 Zach globally. Okay, that true. Well, we were never #1 League of Legends Zach player globally. We were #3 globally, #1 in North America. But that life's behind me now, all right? I'm washed. I'll never get back to that point. Maybe one day. Maybe one day we go back into the competitive League of Legends scene. Devin, when is Dota stream? We're never... I don't think I've played Dota for like... probably 5 minutes. I think I like got into a game, realized that it's just a worse version of League of Legends, and then quit. I've returned. There was one message in Shreen's mailbox that was deemed worth reading. The environment did not permit me to print it out, so I memorized the mail's content. I hope you're doing well, Miss Ron. Open parentheses. Star, tier, swung dash, caret, closed parentheses. You can skip those parts. Understood. I will then dispense with punctuation marks that do not appear important. I've been trying to figure out if what you said was really true. But that sucker is making it hard. I've been promoted to team manager too, but I wasn't just let in. It was all because I didn't want that silly best award. And now he's recruited collaborators from the outside, probably to help with whatever he's plotting. I heard they're from a newly found company. I haven't checked what kind of people they are yet. I bet they're all haughty and arrogant just like their client. Still, the plan will proceed as intended. We'll succeed and return to a glorious past. To tell you the truth, my most dazzling memory was when I first met you after joining the company. But our goal is more ambitious than that. So let's promise to meet again there. In a past where no technologies existed, allowing everything that existed to shine brighter. There, chickens will freely fly over the meadows, their wings uncut. When a person loses their arm, we'll comfort them and learn how to live together even if an arm is missing. We may not be able to enjoy sumptuous feasts or conveniences of modern civilization, and we won't have nearly as many resources at our disposal. In that vastness, be free to walk all day. See, she was all about the chickens. Remember last time we had tried to, who was it? It was Ron. When we were talking to Ron the first time, and we were like, oh, you're here to save the chickens. And she was like, we're not here for the chickens. But Shreen was all about the chickens. I can get behind the saving of the chickens. Oh, I'm planning to bring fixtures from the outside for the plan. My juniors have gotten too used to the ampules. If rapid development can only be achieved by means that cause pain and suffering to people, then I'm willing to give up on all the prosperity it brings. That's all I have to say for now. Yours, in haste. Star, heart. You don't have to read all that! There's a possibility that may have a sequence or cipher, so I deemed it reasonable to read it out loud as the manager to determine its significance rather than mull over whether I should dispense it with it, and discount the possibility that it may be necessary information. Good work. How ironic. I guess it's fortunate for her that she didn't get to see the Liberation Alliance members murdering researchers without mercy. She probably believed she was working for a noble cause in violence until the end of her life. But I agree. It's probably best for her that she died holding on to that belief. Or Shireen. She didn't deserve to get chopped in half. She just wanted to save the chickens. Yash says, did the thing with Shireen already happen or not? I forgot. Yes. Shireen has already been chopped in half, if that is the thing you're talking about. The only other thing that I can think that you may be talking about is her coming back to life as a zombie. But I don't anticipate that happening. But I appreciate you taking the time to be overly safe, Yash. We can be overly safe about the spoilers. Project Moon is oddly fascinated with cutting people in half both ways. Oh, the horizontal slash. I guess that's true. I was gonna say, I don't remember anybody else other than Shireen being chopped in half. But thinking back to it, there was quite a few people in Ruin Up that we personally chopped in half and horizontally. So I guess she really was not the first. Go gamble, please. You have daily reward ready? Well, usually it shows up, doesn't it? Won't it show up like after I click confirm? Wait, if I click this right now, are we gonna get our daily? Is this it? No. Where's the reward? Where's my daily? Where's my daily? Go to window. I am on window. I'd save lunacy if I was you. For what? Why are we saving lunacy? It will show up. It's alright. The daily shows up after like a little bit of us playing. It always has. Don't worry. It'll show up. Well, Purg is not soon. Yes, but we'll have enough. We'll have enough when it comes to it. Don't worry. Like, sure, it would be really cool to get some Walpurgis IVs and egos and some cool pulls. But shouldn't we just get some good IDs under our belt first? Oh god. Non-stop evades. Like, we can always get Walpurgis later. I'm sure we're not going to be done with Limbus by the next time it comes around. Hello, Bam. We'll see. I'm gonna be the one that makes that decision on whether or not we save for Walpurgis. I mean, as long as we're keeping up with the levels and we're not using lunacy for, like, useless things, then we will be fine. I mean, somehow you guys want me to gamble at the end of every stream as much as possible. Now we also want to save for Walpurgis? How does that work? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. There it is. 3-star guaranteed Deca extraction ticket. And oh, we already finished the other daily. That's right. I forgot we did that. The Deca extraction is here. Well, shouldn't we be... Wait, hold up. Can you use the extraction anywhere? How does this work? A special ticket with a mark on it can extract an identity from a world of unlikely possibilities with certainty. The paper is fiercely beating and pulsing. Can I use this ticket anywhere? Wouldn't it make more sense to save this ticket for Walpurgis? No? Yes? It has a special banner. Oh! You can't save it. Okay, yeah, we should just use it. 3-star identity assured extraction. This extraction banner does not include ego. Is there? Oh my, there's a lot of options here. Okay, yeah, there's no reason to hold on to it. Y'all ready for this? Please no 3-star duplicate. That would suck so bad. Like, what are the 3 stars we have available here? Blade Lineage, Yisung, Efflorescent Ego, Spicebush Yisung. We got some freaking Manager of La Manchaland, Don Quixote. Just give me a good one. Come on. Here we go. Let's go. What if we got 2 3 stars? Wait, why is it not glowing? Isn't it supposed to glow golden if we got a 3-star? I don't know. Here we go. Let's do this. Are the 3 stars not always golden? I thought that it was. I thought they were always golden. It's a fake out. Okay. Here we go. The first. Duplicate. Okay, now up to a good start. The second. Welcome to the Grand Carnival of La Manchaland. Oh, is this Don? Who are you? That's not Don. That's Rodion. The Princess of La Manchaland. Welcome to the Grand Carnival of La Manchaland. Will you join us in this eternal parade? Hello there, Rodion. I was able to use my context clues to determine if this was Don or not. There was something going on down here that I was like, this is probably not Don Quixote. CW, holy shit. Is this one good? Is this like an actually like good ID, or are people just tweaking out over the tatas? Is it big or is it big? Like what are we talking about here? Your new best ID. Oh, we can use the Uptie ticket if we want to. It's a really good one. It's legit one of the very good IDs. Awesome. I'll take it. Okay. Now give me another fake out. Would that be insane? A double fake out? No. Gregor? Rose Banner Workshop Fixer Gregor? Yeah, hey there. Nice to meet you. Got a screw to spare. That's a lame looking arm. Sorry, pal. We already got a way better one. We already got a way better one for Gregor. I'll take it, though. That's a cool looking skin. So what does it synergize with, though? Not skin, I mean it's an ID. Oh wait, but our Incorp. Alright, what is your thing? You deal a lot of pierce damage. Holy. Oh, is she like a blood fiend? Is that why her eyes are red? Bleed with a unique mechanic. It works with bleed IDs. Consume up to 20 blood feasts and apply Blooming Thorn. Prioritizes blood fiend allies. If the unit failed to consume blood feast, gain 5 bleed. It inflicts bleed and rupture. Okay, I don't know. What is blood feast? Restores all bleed damage dealt in this zone. Resets when moving to a different zone. This value is shared by all characters. If there's a higher kindred among the allies who also consumes Blood Feast, this unit cannot consume Blood Feast until that ally consumes it first. I have no idea. And Blood Feast is from inflicting bleed damage? Got you. Okay, well, should we use the Uptie ticket on it? We have that Uptie ticket. We might as well, right? Well, I guess let me see. What is her, what is the passive on this? This unit on the fielder is one of the units that can appear on this stage. Increases Blood Feast value by the amount of bleed damage collectively received by every unit. This unit enters the field of sleeping blood drenching the battlefield will fill the surface. What does that even mean? Okay, and then... Oh, she has 2 passives. Hard Blood Thorn. When an other ally takes bleed damage or consumes Blood Feast, gain Blooming Thorn. And then Heal. And then Blossom with Blood is their support ability. To one ally with the highest bleed potency at turn in, reduce the ally's bleed potency by 6 max and apply Blooming Thorn. Okay, I don't fully grasp how exactly this works, but yes, let's use that ticket. Where is it at? Let's use our takeoff module on where's she at? Uptie 4. The Princess of La Manchaland. I wonder what she looks like in the full Uptie. Uptie story time? We were happy at first. Father spent his days twaddling about silly things like dreams, but I suppose he had his own charming mirth. Wait, this is from her perspective. Usually it's Carmen reading the story. But it was a good life. If the worst thing I had to do was to placidly indulge his stories, my memories of the years I lived as a human have all but disappeared. At least this life had to be better than whatever that was. Maybe that's why I agreed to become his kindred. Or maybe I was seduced by the promise that my beauty could be made to last for all eternity. Devin, skip. Do not skip. Skip. Spoilers. Do not skip. I think I'll be alright. Devin, it's so much spoilers. Not that much spoilers. Is it spoilers? Is it not? I'm so lost. Violence, you're not the only one. You're not the only one that's lost here. We will continue, don't worry. I'm sure, you know, if it is spoilers, then I'll intentionally eradicate it from my brain. I began to understand my father only when I began to create my own kindreds, my children, when they began to grow in number. I understood that father wanted us to be happy. He wanted to free us from the crippling loneliness, for he was the first to suffer it. Or so I thought, until some traveler visited our castle and deluded my father with that sickening manipulation that his dream could somehow be realized even in the waking world. Sancho. Father always tried to bring us two closer, as if we were sisters. Perhaps it was fortunate that neither of us was the friendly type. We both liked to put up a wall between us and the rest of the world, so naturally we distanced ourselves from each other as well. I had a degree of faith in her, however, her strength, her abilities, and her more down-to-earth perspective on life that heavily contrasted our father's wild imaginations. Sancho never had children of her own, but she always seemed at least neutral when it came to looking after my kindreds. Is Sancho Don? I think so. And it is that odd distance between us that brought this plan to fruition. Though we were both second kindreds, I could let her take care of our family, to look after my children and their kindreds while I devised this plan. Eventually, our father's sanity was completely broken. He destroyed our castle and built a bizarre amusement park in its place. Devin Mincha? Does Sancho sound like Don? Have you ever read the book? What? No, what are we talking about? Don't they have different names when they're in their IDs? Who's a Sancho? I do not know Sancho. When did we know about Sancho before? Rambling a plan that seemed to have come straight out of a madman's dream, that we could coexist with humans. And we must live begging for stagnant blood in packs when veins pulsating with hotly flowing blood walk right past us. We must subsist on that thing, more flavorless than even pastel paste. But they don't. Sancho is in the book. Oh, Sancho in the book is Don Quixote's squire. They're another character from Don's source material. Okay. So not Don themselves. Understood. That all of his kindreds must live trapped in a fate worse than that of a blood bag. All for the future in which blood fiends and humans may coexist in harmony. His eyes gleam with the conviction that to dream he could endure even the yearning for blood. It desires not something that can be so easily overcome. It has broken my undying loyalty. This hunger coerced me to think of committing this unconceivable crime of filial impiety. No, it may just be that I do not have the strength to pursue the dream as he does. There was a peddler, a merchant of odds and ends who'd always come to visit us at the amusement park. Our father is tragically naive and innocent. Innocent. Every time the merchant brought him false relics, he'd get swindled into buying every single one of them. But the peddler didn't just carry counterfeits. Sometimes Sancho and I would go behind our father's backs to threaten the peddler, and we would be presented with an authentic relic the very next day. So one day, another day of suffering through that hunger, I thought to ask the peddler about this rumored relic. Say, do you know about the legendary helm of Mambrino that brings the wearer to equal ground with all those around them? The little Tomb Raider could not possibly have imagined what we were planning to do with the artifact. Of course not. As we were never gain an understanding of humans, just as we could never be one of them, no matter how long our lives may be. They won't ever understand us. Gregor, that child, he claimed that wasn't true, that humans really were starting to see us in a new light, but I saw it all from the apex upon which I stood. Humans looking up at me at the parade, their faces brilliant with happy smiles, and blood fiends who shoved among humans with their eyes lost and wavering with hunger. It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter whether humans saw us in a different light or not. What matters is that I and my children are going hungry. Besides, Sancho agreed with me. We couldn't just sit here and watch that human corrupt our father with that silver tongue. Finally, the preparations for the carnival are complete. Now I leave this endlessly whirling yet stagnant self-devouring parade and announce the beginning of a true feast of blood. Oh, it's going to be so beautiful. Well, I kind of like her non-uptied picture better. I won't lie to you. I kind of like the bird's eye view on my Rodion. I'm just saying. Hold up, let me get you right. Let me get you right. Like, she does look cool here, but I think I like this one better. Any reason, Devin? No reason at all. Absolutely no reason as to why I would prefer the non-uptied version. Okay, we don't have that many tickets. Yeah, this is all the tickets we've got. So she's gonna be weak for a while, but oh, we got our skill 4 now. Ascendant Don Quixote Hard Blood Arts, the finale. What is this? They're 2 skill 3s. Interesting. Okay. Nice. I'll take it. I will take it. Wait, why'd you go back? Stay right there. Perfect. Okay. And so, yeah, she should synergize with the bleed. So we're leaving Incorp Mittelhammer Rodion behind, sadly. But honestly, Incorp Rodion was probably the weakest of all of our Incorps, to be completely honest. So, oh, that skill 3 activates on certain conditions. Does it say? I don't know. It's a finale skill. On use, if target has 6 or more bleed, coin power +1. Get festive fever, blood feast, consume, blooming thorns, more bleed. Go to skill tab. Oh, that's her defense? Clashable counter. Reduce bleed count by 3 for 2 other allies with the highest bleed potency X count value. Increase blood feast by 3 reduction bleed potency X count reduced. Clash win gain blooming thorns. Okay, so this is just the on use and the clash win and the on from hit from the counter, but it also actually has the skill come along with it? Or look at her skill 3. Oh! Before use, at 25 or more blooming thorns, activate Ascendant Don Quixote Hard Blood Arts, the finale instead. I get it. I understand. I know how it works now. I get you. Okay. We could do some Luxcavations, get some XP stuff for her. So that we could... Yeah, we are getting through this very quickly. I was gonna say we could do some Luxcavations to get some XP to level her up. But I kind of want to get through a good bit of the Canto today. Maybe I should. Guys, we have 70 modules as well. That's a lot. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. I'll farm up some XP. We'll do at the end of this stream. We'll do the Luxcavations. But I'm gonna do I'm going to use our Inca Fallon box for now. Might as well. And then also, like, you know, some of the Canto. We do have her selected, right? Yes. Honestly, she should probably be first, huh? Oh, I should also look at that. Okay. It should probably be something like this.
그러든가.
금방 가지.
I think I like that one more. Level 15. She'll level up. She'll be okay. We're still... Look, we're still average level 30. She'll get enough XP just from us getting through these. But our team should definitely be strong enough to, like, get through these little trash mob fights, okay?
거기까지.
We'll be fine. Sorry, says Devin, please follow my advice on how to get the identities instead of pulling, and if you have to pull, then do it for content. Well, that's mostly why we do. Whoa! Look at that thing. That is mostly why we do that. The pulls are mostly for content. These levels are not giving XP. She actually won the clash because she's goated. My Rodion's goated. Why do you doubt her? Why do you doubt the Rodion? I think we're fine. I think that our chat just happens to have this a little bit of a predisposition to overreact. Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. W stream, thank you, Lewis. And I think that we are actually completely and totally fine. But if we are barely getting any XP from these fights, then I probably will go grind some XP tickets real quick. Let's see here. Oh yeah, you really do get like no XP from this. Well, how are you supposed to level up? Are you really only supposed to level up people through using the tickets? Is that like the main method? Okay, you know what? We're getting through the Canto today. Let's grind some Luxcavations real quick then. I guess there's really not a point in waiting. Let's grind some Luxcavation tickets. Okay. Wait, clear 448. Where are we at right now? Okay, we're still a good bit off. It would be nice if we could wait till we got to 448 to do the better Luxcavation, because this is a little bit old, but that's fine. Okay. Go ahead, squad.
천천히 가자니까.
Varus says we're getting through the Canto today? Why is that so funny? You don't think we can get through the Canto today? Look, Cade, OG Princess of La Manchaland Rodion is such a good ID. Great pull. Yeah, I mean, that's what everybody said as soon as we pulled it. I think it's a great pull, personally. It seems the way that you guys are acting makes me think that there may be some kind of like big boss fight or something that we're about to walk into in these next coming stages. But we will do this. We'll at least get her up to like level. I want at least level 25, I guess. Should be good enough. About that, Devin, the parasites are coming. What are the flower parasites? What is with the flower parasites? I mean, it's just everything so much. Dude, look, he just obliterated that man. Also, the animations on this Rodion skin are so cool. I really, really like them. She's got her little parasol thing going on. What was I even saying? All of this entire Canto so far has been so insanely easy. So I'm thinking that it will probably continue to be easy, but it seems like it probably won't be the way that you guys are acting about it. Spiky penis man coming for you. No! Not the bone guys. What is that what they were called? What were the spiky bone penis individuals that we fought in Funger? It was something like that. I don't know if we're ready for it. I don't know if I can go back to it. Fear and Hunger playthrough win? About 6 months ago. It's all on the channel. If you guys didn't know that there was a Fear and Hunger playthrough, happened a while back, you can watch the whole thing right here on this YouTube channel. Check it out. All right, how much XP is this? Wait, go to Sinners. Let me level you up, my friend. Okay, that gets her up to 20. Guess I probably should. I mean, I could just do the little skips, you know? Let's see. If we get... You can press skip button to go faster? Yes, but it costs double the amount of modules. If we get stuck, then we'll grind out Luxcavations further. Okay? But for now, we're rocking with this. We're rocking with level 20 Princess of La Manchaland. And because she is, you know, obviously the lowest level, let me put her at the back of the order. Average level is only 2 down, so it's not that bad. Claim the XP? Why? Why do we need to claim the XP? What if I don't want the Battle Pass XP? Is it gonna go away? Is the Battle Pass XP gonna go away if I don't claim it right now? Is it time sensitive? Because if not, zip it. I did my best to ignore the fierce glare at my clock from below. I noticed a group of staff walking this way, carrying an imposing aura unlike any other K-Corp employee we've met. You must be K-Corp staff. Hey, I saw some researchers that haven't evacuated over there. They ignored our, or Gregor's rather, words and proceeded upstairs. They aren't here to rescue anyone. Their role is eliminating intruders and keeping classified technology secure. Dongrong interjected like he's always been here. I suppose he got done with his call. Rescuing is left to Class 1 staff. Is Class 1 not the highest level an employee can reach, precisely like Grade 1 is for fixers? But really, 'tis no wonder that they are the noblest. Sorry? In this nest, Class 1 is the lowest level, and higher numbers indicate better ranks. Oh, what? Even still, none can be too lordly or lowly to save lives, so how can the roles be divided? Bigger is better for numbers and riches alike, isn't that right? The conversation dragged on for a bit, but there's nothing to worry about. I've acquired the permission. What? Permission? For what? Normally, it seems to require a bunch of paperwork as well, but since we're in an emergency, let's skip the procedures that we can. Should be fine, right, Samjo? Well, I believe it could be managed with 3 days and a half of working on the report overtime. And strictly speaking, the problem already began when you brought them to your lab without any report. Just tell us what that permission is about first. It would seem that Dongbaek is headed that way. The screening room. The security procedures for entering that place can be extremely convoluted. Screening room? The name doesn't give a very clear idea of what it's about. Wonder why the security is so tight about it. It's at the very top of the building. There are 2 ways to make something inaccessible. Put it underground, or at the highest point. And we're gonna have to fight our way up. I'm not seeing any flower people yet, like everybody said. Also, I gotta figure out what these passes are. I gotta figure out how this ID actually works. Because this Rodion ID's got all kinds of little passive things going on that I have no idea what the hell, how it works. Well, I reached Devin profile pic from League of Legends is bringing back bad memories. I apologize. Guys, can we ever change the icon at this point? Can we ever change the Devin Block's profile picture? I don't know if I could. It'd be quite an abrupt change. It's a part of the brand now. But probably at some point. I just don't know when that would be. Wait, what we got going on here? So Festive Fever deals extra damage against targets with bleed. Oh. And Blooming Thorn, when hit, inflicts bleed to the enemies. And everybody's got upgraded defense. I see the synergy now. That's big. That is huge. My goodness. Yeah, honestly, just having like stuff that makes bleed better is probably more effective than just adding more bleed. You know what I mean? Like, all Incorp Rodion was doing was she had a bit of synergy with the Fever and obviously like Whistles. She was an Incorp member, so like she got the better buff from that. And the Fanatic, you know, going on. But she really just inflicted bleed and paralysis, which we already have a lot of bleed infliction. And I believe that we can inflict paralysis with Faust, so. Devin, you're about to encounter this game's Dusk, this game's Gabora or something. The dreaded reading check. I've been waiting for it. Alright? I am more than happy to have a fight that is actually difficult. We've waited long enough. Like, they have all these cool little mechanics. You've got, like, robots that heal, and you've got, like, these people that have got ego, and the ego, I'm sure, has, like, special passives and effects and everything. But they're not strong enough to actually, like, make it interesting. We just brute force it. Give me a fight I can't brute force. I just don't... I mean, it is fun to brute force, but when all you do is brute force... I want a little variety in my life. Brian says bleed is literally what your Rodion needs to scale up faster, Devin. The faster they get bleed out, the faster she ramps up into getting her enhanced skills. Yeah. I was saying that Rodion was... When we had Incorp Rodion, that all she was doing before we got the new one was inflicting bleed. Everybody else on the team obviously already has bleed infliction, so it synergizes as well. I was just saying it's not that bad that we took out old Rodion for the new Blood Fiend Rodion. Did this guy reach the yellow weed boss yet? No, but I think that we are coming up on them quite shortly. Quite soon, it would appear.
제 형태를 갖추지 못하리라.
The upcoming fight is Dusk, and the Canto V is Queen of Hatred. What? Ruina Queen of Hatred? Look, people say that Ruina Queen of Hatred was where I started to struggle. That took us one stream to like figure out. Alright? It was not that bad. I just wasn't playing well around the gimmick. Ruina Queen of Hatred was not a difficult thing to get, okay? Queen of Hatred manhandled you at first? I mean, yeah, but you get manhandled a couple times. It happens. What matters is that you get back up. The world's gonna manhandle you no matter what you do. They're gonna grip you. Some days the world's just gonna grip you. You gotta be able to deal with that grip, let them grip, and still do what you gotta do. And that's what we did. Alright, that's what we did. That's all that matters. Let them grip. They can grip me all they want. I will not relent. Cromer tried it. Didn't work. Queen of Hatred tried gripping me up. I said, no thank you, ma'am. I'm taken. But let me show you how it's done. And I gripped her back. Sometimes a little counter grippage is in order. I believe it was Commander Irwin that said, the only way we can fight back against this cruel world is by gripping as hard as we can. I think it's been a while since I've seen the show. He might not have said that. It has been a while. I do concede on that point.
피를 머금을 시간이네.
What stage are we on? I think we just hit I don't know, I didn't check. You guys are the ones that can pause the stream. As you might have seen earlier, that's Mariel. Mariel? In fact, I met him once at a job interview for B Corp once. Really, Samjo? You applied for B Corp too? Of course, K Corp was my primary choice. A man of mediocrity like me has to send an application to every wing in hopes that one will accept it. There were corpses around Mariel. Appalling, couldn't begin to describe their state. Oh dear, pardon me. I need to use the restroom. Samjo turned pale and ran, covering his mouth with a hand. Our researchers couldn't have been able to fight back at all. This is Mariel. Mariel? Mariel. I'll go with Mariel. K-Corp's employees didn't seem to have a problem with bludgeoning my colleagues who didn't so much as swing a fist either. We're looking for your boss. Where is she? What I want to know is how you're still alive. Oh, you mean those galling murder machines? They weren't anything we couldn't deal with. The bomb did hurt a bit though. No, that bomb wasn't meant for annihilation. It was a means. There's been an unexpected variable to Ron and Shireen's plan. What are you? Faust broke her silence. Even if you were to return to an age without technology, you won't find the peace you seek. Once accustomed to the luxury brought by technology, people won't be able to withstand life in the past. Think of the time when trips to the backstreets were trending among the rich. They only use the experience to take another look at their own lives and be thankful for everything they have. Hardly any would live in a less opulent era given the opportunity. And I don't like talking to people. Not fond of explaining things to you either. I'm not the talkative sort. I don't require explanations in any field. I was simply curious to know the difference in perspectives. None of us take warp trains. We don't eat the meat the city has to offer either. When you know the truth, you won't even consider something as shallow as backstreets trips. From the elders in my family, who must know even greater things than I do. didn't have any problem using them though.
대중들은
The
무지해서
masses are ignorant.
직접
They won't believe
눈앞에서
in
보여줘도
won't believe it even if you show it before their eyes. And this is your conclusion. Get rid of everything and make them live in that empty world.
너
You wouldn't
같은
get
놈
it. No, I think I get it just fine. There are plenty of blighters out there who just don't get it if you talk nicely. They'd only start empathizing with the likes of me after they got a couple bruises and scars on their faces. It gives me the urge to just wreck it all.
만약 다음에
If we ever recruit new members, I'll try excluding the educational background from the requisites.
히스클리프 씨가 학력을
Although
밝힌 적은
Heathcliff has never
없지만
told us about what schools he went to, I can see where it's coming from.
그래도
Still, you're going way over the line. Did Heathcliff pursue a formal education? I don't think so. Does Heathcliff have a canto about him already? I wouldn't mind knowing more about the British boy. Yes, he does. Nice. 2 cantos away. Because obviously, like, he doesn't... There's not too much to him right now other than just being angry British man. Barbaric, angry British man. So I would like to know, how did he become such a barbaric British man? Also, like, so the characters that are obviously, you know, like, obviously even in-game, Heathcliff has the British accent. Right? And same with Marcel. Doesn't Marcel also have, like, isn't the actor also trying to put on, like, a kind of a French accent? I don't really know. It does seem like it. But, so do they come from places outside of the city? Or are there just different districts in the city that have, like, extremely different cultural... Well, yeah, because even we've met, like, the mariachi people that are obviously, like, Mexican. But there's no Mexico. It's all just the city, right? So it's just different districts. Well, I guess in Ness can have completely different, like, cultural backgrounds and ethnicities. Gotcha.
거기까지.
But are there also different ethnically? Like, is there an ethnic difference between the different districts? It's like, is the city, like, normal city size? Or is it, like, how big is the city really? Is it, like, the size of, like, a state? A country? Or is it, like, actually city size? Nobody says continental. The city is gigantic. Every district is a small country. Oh, wow. Okay. That makes much more sense in my brain then. I was wondering, like, how would different districts in the city, you know, turn into, like, completely different cultures? But if it's the size of a continent, that makes much more sense. That's why they take the W Corp trains. Okay.
그 정도인가?
I guess that's true. Yeah, I guess it's true, because you wouldn't take a train, like, you don't have to take a train through the entire city if it's just city size. It's like the size of America, I presume. That's quite large. That's true, yeah. When you guys say continental,
그렇겠죠?
what continent are we talking? Okay, guys, we're at 444. It's the Wendy's stage. The Wendy's 444 stage.
천천히
Sponsored?
가자니까.
Yeah, not Africa continental, like America continental. Got you. Still yet to see any flowers popping up, by the way. I was told there might be yellow weed creatures. Haven't seen those either. Also, I am noticing that our new Rodion ID has a bit of rupture in it. Maybe we could pair her with some of the new rupture IDs we get from the new season, if we were to get any. I think people had mentioned that, like, a lot of the new IDs are built around rupture. But I think you kind of need bleed. But like, I don't know if there's more like ruptured bleed going on. I don't know if there's other people that can do ruptured bleed. Obviously, bleed is the main thing. I'm just saying that she does have a little bit of rupture in there. Devin low-key reminds me of Samjo. I don't know how I'm supposed to take that. In what ways do I remind you of Samjo? Nah, I don't really like. I don't know if I really like Samjo. I'll be completely honest with you. Aaron says I see it. What is it? Is it the look, guys? I don't think I look like Samjo. There may be a bit of differential going on there. Samjo, people like Samjo? He just seems kind of stuck up. He just seems like he's kind of... I kind of hate Samjo. You literally give Samjo juices, dude. What does that mean? You and Samjo are both just kind of chill fellas? So I guess there are... Okay, I'll take it then. There's some good qualities for Samjo that you want to compare me to. I guess I'll take it. That's good. Devin is Sam Sillick if he wasn't into bodybuilding. What is... Wow, what? How am I Sam... I'm Sam Sillick if he wasn't jacked. Is that what we're saying? Interesting. Interesting. Alright. Same face, same curly hair. Find a hat and find out. No, I'm not a hat guy. We can't do hats. But I think that if you find any just average white guy with somewhat curly brown hair, you could probably make a connection between me and them. I have been mistaken for many an average white guy with curly brown hair. EY. Did you call? Why is Yisang EY? The man who keeps clinging to us, claiming to be your friend. What's that relationship? As can be seen, the tie has long been severed. I don't like butting in. I hate speaking for long even more. I'm telling you this since the smile of that ignorance-feigning scoundrel Dongrong is detestable. That one desk, one that was even more disgusting than the others because it was clean and empty. The name tag below it had your name. He was planning to give Yisang that position all along? Don't you think he's trying to headhunt him? That's supposedly a violation of moral principles between firms or something like that, isn't it? BAFFLED. What's that supposed to be an acronym for? It's not, I'm just baffled. Orange hair? You say you used to work on a ship for a long time. As a fixer? You have serious delusion about wings and firms. Did you dump your common sense into the Great Lake as a chum? Bringing up morality in the world we live in. Pretty amusing for a joke. Headhunting and changing jobs between firms are done based on interest and efficiency. So you're a hillbilly. Oh, that's not your voice. So you're a hillbilly in your own language, eh? Or should I say boatbilly? Even if that was the case, this really is strange. He's not taking Yisang's thoughts into account at all. Pay it no heed. Thoughts are rather meager things. I am quite used to the life of being taxidermied. Are you sure you don't mind? Yisang, when you joined the company... No, actually, didn't all of us receive the same offer? The job offer. In my case, I was promised I'd get my aspect carved. I could barely remember a thing, but as soon as I heard that word, I nodded as if I was possessed. They acted like they knew my only choice would be to accept it. If I join this company, when I do, the thing I wish for dearly, the thing I recite to myself every night, yes, the thing I thought would be impossible, they promised to make it a possibility, most certainly. How thoroughly did they look into our backgrounds? I guess we had our version of wish-granting tales just like that storybook we read earlier. In truth, even that wish was no more than a futile dream. What? You weren't that desperate for it? Why did you join then? Simply, I walked for so long that my feet hurt. A shower of rain was pouring down as well. The bus I saw then appeared rather inviting. That can't be it, can it? We all, That's enough of it. Our company rules forbid disclosing the contents of the job contract in detail. Acting all high and mighty when you're in the same boat with the rest of us. Foul. Let's proceed. That's when a thought struck me. Unlike most other sinners, Yisung wouldn't vocalize his pain. Because of that, I would often discover his injuries late. Where has he been holding all that pain? I was reminded of the void in his chest I caught a glimpse of. Was he keeping it in, or was it spilling out? They need like a sinner union. You can't forbid people talking about their work contracts. It's illegal. They might not have those kind of laws in the city. Always unionize, folks. It's always in your best interest. The sinners need to unionize. One fun fact about Yisung is that his name literally means ideal in Korean. So not only is his base centered on the possibilities of what he could have been according to his ideal self, he literally means ideal in his story. Is that why he's Mr. Ideal? Oh, I see. I was like, why is everybody saying Gyat in the chat? Fat ass part 2, Zooey Mava. I was blinded to the fact that what my eyes were being blessed with. The Yisung behind. We never thought it would return. Little did I know. Little did I know it would be making its way back. Its size changes all the time. It's very inconsistent whenever it's shown, but it's very big. What, the Yisung booty? Is that what we're talking about? Oh, what was Dante talking about? I don't remember that. Dante said that he would get something carved of his aspect? What did he mean by that? I don't quite remember him mentioning anything like that. Guys, we're getting close. I guess we probably won't. If there is a dungeon, I thought somebody said there's not a dungeon at the end of this canto, but if there is, then we will definitely probably get to that point, huh? I think so. It's literally said at the beginning of the game, Devin Alzheimer. Well, that's why I'm asking. All right, I'm sorry. I've got a lot going on in the noggin, in the brain. Look, I barely remember anything from that forest scene. Like, I mean, there was a lot. I had no idea what was going on. Okay, look. From somebody that hasn't been in the Limbus zone for as long as you guys have been, all right, jumping into the forest, and then we get ambushed by these furry people, and then we start like spinning the clock and reviving everybody. I was not ready to like take in, you know, solidify that information in my brain. I was not in a state to do that at all. So now I'm trying to, you know, recollect everything that's happened and put it into a solid memory that I can remember for later. Definitely get to that point. We'll get to the dungeon. What are we talking about? Are you guys saying that we're gonna get to a fight that's gonna be super long, or a fight is gonna be so insanely difficult there's no way that I get through it on like my first try? What are we talking about? Super long and hard. Heard that one before. Okay. It's the reading check. You'll see, Devin. You will see. No matter the day or time. We'll get to a fight with the best non-melee OST in the game. Alright, I'm ready. I mean, it's only been filler fights this entire time. I'm starting to think you guys are pulling my leg. Somebody's pulling my Johnny. Alright, I don't know who it is. Somebody's tugging on my Johnson right now. Because so far, it is just filler fights. And when has anything ever stopped us from proceeding? It maybe happened in Lobotomy Corp, but maybe once or twice. Ruina, I don't think there was ever a time we really got stuck. I mean, people may say differently, but nothing that really stumped us. Limbus will be no different. I spent too long in there just to realize I have to read. But I always do my read. I love my reading. Honestly, just give me Limbus Company with no animations. I just want like a black screen with little circles, and all it is reading. All I want to do, honestly, just make it a text-based adventure where I have to read all of the enemies' passives and abilities, and there's no visual satisfaction. That's all I want. What is this thing? Is there a blue eyeball thing looking at me right here? Screening room. Oh, is this it? Certain stages may allow more sinners to participate in the battle compared to the previous stage played. In this case, the edit team area will flicker. Okay, well, luckily we really only have 5 IDs that I think are worth bringing. And we do. People actually are a little bit under-leveled. We might have to grind some levels. I won't lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay. This is the squad. These are our 2 stars. They're all uptied. Is it blasphemous to run Fang Hunt and La Manchaland together? Isn't this guy like the Blood Fiend hater? Isn't his #1 Blood Fiend hater? I think he might be. Okay. Let's see. Recommended level 35, average level 29. We might need to grind some levels first.
어두워서 잘 안 보여. 저게 뭐죠?
Running Fang Hunt specifically with Princess is not blasphemy. With any of the other 3, it is. And why would that be? It's too dark to see. What is that?
소동 때문에 잠시
It's
작동을
been stopped for a moment because of the commotion, right?
네. 일단
Yes, as
침입자가
intruders
있을
might
수
come
있으니
up, so Director
일시 중지하라는
Alfonso was
알폰소
ordered to
이사님의
halt the
명령이.
operation for the moment.
아니, 그럼 안 되죠.
No, that just won't do. The losses caused in that brief moment will be tremendous, Samjo.
그래서
Scratch that.
대체 뭔데?
What is that thing?
아, 이건 말이죠.
Ah, you see,
우리를
this
위해
thing cries in our
대신해서
stead.
그래서 늘
So I always look at it with
고맙고
gratitude and
마음으로
pity.
그렇군.
I see now.
란이 말해주었던 게
That's what
좋아.
Ron told me about. The voice of a person we've been desperately looking for was heard. Its source was right in front of us. Some kind of translucent veil seemed to drop as she rose. And Dongbaek was looking at us.
아,
I've been wondering how, and now I know the answer.
왜 그렇게
How our
허술하게
security was so
보안을
easily
뚫리고
breached.
자꾸만
How we kept
눈앞에서
losing track of you,
놓치고
and how you kept
사라진
vanishing.
장막을 가지고
You had the
있었구나.
veil. Ah, it was so simple. Why couldn't I think of it sooner? Veil? What's that supposed to be? God, you buggers start talking about things only you know again, eh?
히스클리프 씨는
You
도시에서
might be able to live in the city alright, but you clearly aren't cut out to be a fixer.
대부분의 사람들은
Most people will struggle to figure out or understand the source of each technology in their lives, so they give up the endeavor and simply nod along, pretending to know. It's an essential skill for making your life in the city bearable. It's an expensive singularity-based item only famous fixers, wing executives, and the richest classes could afford. Even if I asked how you got it, you won't answer me, will you?
눈앞에 이게
It's what I'm seeing the truth behind regeneration ampules.
맞아.
Yes, that's right. The source of the ampules you're hell-bent on destroying. What do you destroy?
질문입니다.
Let me ask you a question. Don't you know how many lives these ampules can save?
재생 앰플은
These regeneration ampules don't simply regenerate the body. These tears can kill as easily as they can save. Are you trying to suggest that these tears kill people? I have nothing more to say if you won't believe me after even seeing it happen several times already.
그럼 제가 여기 들어왔다가
Fine then.
나오면 증명되는
Will
건가요?
you concede if I prove their safety by walking into this pool? What?
근거 없는 트집이나 잡으며
Don't slander Miss Dongrong with your baseless claims.
이미 수많은
Countless
사람이 이
people have
기술로
recovered from life-threatening
죽어가는 몸을
conditions
완벽하게
thanks to this
치료받았다고
technology.
저도 몸소 투약받은 적이
I've been injected with
있습니다.
them once myself.
다이빙하다가
My
목이
neck
부러진
broke
적이
while driving.
있었는데
But the regeneration
죽기
ampule helped me
전에
recover
이
from the brink
재생의
of
별로
death.
깔끔하게 나왔어요.
It was one of the reasons I applied for K-Corp. As soon as I
제가
became an
성인이
adult.
되자마자 K사에
That's not the
지원을 한
point here.
이유이기도 했습니다만
뭐 하는 거야, 삼조 씨?
What are you doing, Mr. Samjo?
어렸을 때 둥지 수영 선수가
My childhood dream
꿈이었거든요.
was to be a competitive
이
swimmer in
정도
the
높이는
nest.
문제 없습니다.
I can dive from this height, no problem.
저번엔 도시 야구
I
선수.
thought it was being a baseball star.
삼조
Oh,
씨.
you're
또
overdoing it
오버한다.
again, Samjo.
그게
You
무슨
don't have to go through the trouble.
고생이야.
It's okay. So just stay
괜찮으니까
here.
고생이라뇨.
It's no
동랑님이
trouble at all.
기획하신 재생엔 불이지 않습니까?
You worked on the ampule yourself. Is this why people like Samjo? He's about to get his ass killed by jumping in a pool of toxic waste. Oh, diving, Devin, not driving. He broke his neck while diving. That's why he was a swimmer. Thank you, Devourer.
동랑님과 알폰소님 그리고 수많은
Mr.
연구원이 몇 년
Dongrong,
동안 연구한
Director
K사의
Alfonso,
재생
and
앰플이란
countless other
말입니다.
researchers worked for years to perfect K-Corp's regeneration
이
ampules.
기술에 대한 믿음과 자부심이
I could only be here because I trust this technology. I'm proud of it.
금방 돌아올 수
I'll be
있습니다.
back in a minute.
잠깐.
Wait, Samjo! Samjo took off his glasses and jumped in the vat containing the tears. Small bubbles rose from where he dove, but a few seconds later, no sound could be heard from the vat. It's the vat from Rick and Morty. You guys know what I'm talking about? It must be. They wouldn't kill Samjo. It's one of those fake vats. He jumped through it. He's hiding down there right now, I'm sure. It can't be real.
이거 참 곤란하게 되었네.
Oh dear, what a bother.
삼조 씨는
Samjo never knew about the unrefined tears.
시체는 못 건질 거예요.
We won't be able to salvage his body. Still, it's fortunate that he remained proud of us until the end. The fake acid vat. Please, it has to be the fake acid vat. It can't be real. Samjo, I misunderstood you. I never even got to tell him that I was wrong. I was hating on him for no reason. What did you just say?
삼조 씨는 소위 개천에서 난
Mr. Samjo was a case of success from a humble upbringing. I like that sort of person. Fellows who are hired by Wings, even though their qualifications are far below the Wings requirements, tend to be loyal to their employers. What? Wasn't he nest-born? Right, you do know that being from a nest doesn't grant you a free pass to the Wings, right?
어떻게 된 거예요?
What's happening?
삼조 씨는 왜안 나오는
Why isn't Mr. Samjo coming back?
원액은 무슨 기능을
What does
하는
the
것이오?
unprocessed liquid do, Dongrong?
원래의 모습으로 되돌려주는
The tear's
것이
function is to revert things to how they were originally.
그 눈물을 정제.
The regeneration ampules available now are a product of numerous refining processes.
팔이 없는 사람이
When a person who has lost an arm takes the ampule, they'll remember having the arm as its original state.
머리가 함몰된
When
사람이
someone with a dent in their head takes the ampule, their head will be restored to the shape they remembered how it originally was.
로보토미 지부에서 벌레처럼 죽어가던 자들은
He turned into a fetus. What about those people in the lobotomy branch who died like bugs?
이를테면 모두가
They were all under a trance, so to speak. By repeatedly playing the voice that says you are a bug in a sealed, otherwise silent room, the image of bugs will be instilled into their subconscious. Indeed, it becomes more effective with the step of refining and diluting it with the ideas of human concepts. But when a drop of tear that lacks any kind of interpretation touches someone, they'll be reverted all the way back to the original form of humanity. The original form? Or should I say it helps you go back to that state? Although it tries, it doesn't seem to be capable of making a person fully reach that state. It consequently removes pain, but well. So are you satisfied, Dongbaek? You are right, and Sam should probably turn to the original form of humanity or something like that in the vat of tears. Congratulations! Now what do you really want? The singularity. Permanently destroying it and everything related by using the concept incinerator. Concept incinerator, huh? You'll use it again. So, Dongbaek, let's say you do successfully return to an age of nothingness. What comes next? Chop trees, build huts, make clothes out of leather? Is that the kind of life you want?
꺾은
More than the
나무로
lost lives of
죽은
trees and
동물을
animals you've
대조하면서
killed?
이봐 동백.
Look, Dongbaek, with an attitude like that, you'll be nothing more than a primitive amateur. Are you really sure that's what you want?
너는
You always ask stupid questions then and now.
우리는 추악한 너희들을 없애기 위해
We decided to use vile technology as tools to get rid of their vile creators, thus known to remain in the future we envision. That's why we could be free from the obsession with survival. What are you talking about? So you aren't envisioning a future. You just can't let go of the past.
둘 다
Both of you,
그만두시오.
stop this.
눈앞에서
I
옛
don't want
다툼이
old views
반복되는
repeating
걸
before my eyes.
이상
Isung, you look fine.
다행인
You
것처럼
say it like you're relieved. Didn't you want him? You're right.
죽기를 바랐었지.
I wanted him to die,
하지만
but I'm sure he wished for the same.
심장까지
He wouldn't resist while it dug into his heart.
오히려
It was
불쾌했어.
unpleasant. It felt like I was granting your wish. Seems to me both of you got few screws loose. You think pushing someone off a cliff can be justified because that person was hesitating?
망설?
Hesitant? Why don't you hear from the person himself then?
나는 할 말이 없어.
I have no words to say.
대화는 끝났네.
This conversation is over then.
차라리 잘 됐어.
I'm frankly glad it
이
is.
자리를 기념해서
I'll take this opportunity to kill two of my old companions with my own hands. They'll seize and burn the singularity. Is Dongbaek the boss? She is. Lobotomy Ego Sunshower Dongbaek. Okay. Starts the battle with a 1200 shield HP. At the end of each turn, lose 10 SP. Okay, all of her skills, except for her evade, want her to have high SP. Clash when she heals SP. Clash loses SP. Okay. Let's get it on then, girl. Let's get it on. Good luck, Devin. Thank you, Mr. Inconspicuous. Let me see what we're getting ourselves into here. Struggling. We need to build up some ego. Okay. Not looking too great. Faust is favored. On kill, heal allies, apply pierce, inflicts nails. Probably better to inflict gaze, inflict paralysis if possible. Okay, neutral. We're favored here. I'll take that. I don't think anybody was favored on this last one. So, it'd probably be best. Well, no, we're neutral with Don. Go for it, Don. You got that. You got that. And then I guess everybody else just attacks over here. Okay. That should be good. And what are our passives? What are we playing for now in terms of combat shield? We need to build up some of the yellow. Hardblood Thorn, we need Envy and whatever Pride. Is that Pride? No, that's not Pride. Whatever Lust. Lust? No, this is Lust. This is Lust, this is Envy. Yeah. We go. Oh, come on, we were so close. Come on. You were so close to winning that. There we go. Okay. Good clash. Applies defense level up to everybody. Big. Use all of our one-sided attacks. Nice. Big from Don as well. Okay. It would have been really nice to get the gaze on her, but that's fine. Okay, her SP is already at -4, which is good for us. It does suck though. Yeah, so if she had lost this clash on the first one, she would have had like no SP. Okay, but some of her skills do also... That's so weird. Yeah, it's like half her skills wanted to have high SP, half her skills wanted to have low SP. Interesting. Okay. Favored on all of these. Struggling. Struggling. Unopposed. Yeah, people rolled really bad on speed here. Flexible suppression would be better. Is he getting... No, and I wish Gregor could use his block here. Well, obviously we're gonna have to send at least one person. Flash. What's the... Is this a normal block? Yeah. Emergency styptics. Okay, you block here. And... I guess let's have... Well, it has to be Ishmael, actually, to take this for. Go for your evade, Ishmael. Try it. Everybody has a defense level up, so... Does defense level up mean that your defense skill, like if you're using a defense skill, does it mean that it has a higher chance of winning? I think so. Hopefully. Okay, that's one. That's two. Big. Get those nails in there. Okay, we're already at 5 nails. She must have something up her sleeve, though. Oh, hold up. I'm receiving a call. I knew this call would come. Just a second. I'm back. We're 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 back. Epic fight. Wait, she's unstable. Does she have any passives yet? While in low morale, gain 2 attack power and 3 bind. In her panic types, turn start gains 2 attack power and 3 bind. Turn starts become staggered. Okay. Okay. Our body's almost broken already. No, that was a different call. That wasn't the call. I was expecting a call about job stuff today, but that was just my girlfriend saying that she was coming over soon. All right. We gotta focus up. I was like, baby, I'm sorry. All right, I love you, but I'm taking on Dongbaek right now. I got some things to handle. Hopefully you can wait. Right, why is this guy like supercharged right now? Is the attack power up? Uh-oh. Okay, so I think we're kind of meant to keep them in like an in-betweeny state, all right? We don't want them to be panicked, but we also don't want them to have obviously high SP because then they're just rolling really good. So, I actually don't like where we're at right now though. Because we are struggling on everything. Like nobody can win a clash right now. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna have everybody that is currently being attacked use their defense skill. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So we have 1 attack coming at Gregor. Is it one of these? We will tank. Oh, also one of them is the evade, so that doesn't matter. Okay. Clash, lose SP, or what are the 2 attacks that are coming his way? Oh, it's the evade. Okay, one of them's the evade. That's perfect. We go here. We've got 1 attack coming at Faust. She can try and evade that. We've got 1 attack coming at you. This is the counter. We like you. Hopefully you don't get staggered. We just can't redirect any of these. We just have to clash with where they're sending them. Okay. Not terrible. And we just, everything else is a one-sided attack, right? Because you don't want to get hit, rupture stacking hurts. Well, yes, but there's really no way to stop it. You know, it's a clash counter. Clashable counter. Oh, wait, so we can lose. It's not a normal counter. And they're definitely winning this. But I have to. There's nothing else I can do. Like, it's hopeless either way. So isn't the defense skill still better? Like, we can't redirect this either. Yeah. I think we still do it this way. And then I just send everything else as one-sided attacks over here. They don't have enough nails yet, so I don't want to use this. Okay, try it. Yeah, so obviously we lose that clash. We're probably gonna lose it anyways. Yep. Lost the evade. Is this an evade or a block? I don't know. God, she is stabbing the shit out of everyone. We almost had that body broken though. Come on. Okay, there's our stagger. Perfect. And only 2 of us got staggered. Perfection. Panic is at 45, right? Right? I think so. Like this won't make him go crazy, I don't think. Yes. Okay. And I think we just go. Yeah, we don't really have that much choice over what we use here. Kuroda's at 45. Got you. So he'll be fine using this. And it will also hopefully give him Fanatic. We should flip Tails. And then we'll see if we can activate Whistle soon. Activate Whistles or use his defense skill. Not bad. Pretty decent damage. Umbrella. What the hell? Dude, we are not rolling enough orange skills to. This sucks. We should be able to consistently be hitting whistles here, I think. I feel like we're kind of low rolling on the skills that we keep getting available to us. I would love to get whistles going on. Like, imagine we would have had whistles going on. Okay. You're using defense skill no matter what. As for the others, let's see. So what do the umbrellas do? Whenever this unit is broken, Dongbaek is inflicted with +5 sinking count, and all sinners lose 2 sinking count. All sinners gain 1 protection and 2 attack power next turn. Oh, because she's all the way back up to 45. 45 Sandy. Okay. This unit's panic type does not change when inflicted with an effect that changes panic types. Instead, this unit is inflicted with an effect that is inflicted against targets without SP. Understood. Okay, we gotta start working them back down. But I feel like I might start gain thorns. Oh, is this the reading? Is this the reading that people were talking about? Did people just try to run her down right here instead of killing the umbrellas? Okay. We're supposed to hit all the umbrellas. I think that's how this works here. I think we're meant to hit all the umbrellas. Because Thorns would wreck us. Thorns would mess us up big time. Is there anything else I'm missing? Whenever this unit's broken, you're inflicted with 5 sinking. Unless I'm supposed to portion them out. I don't know. I'm only gonna break 1. I don't think there's anything wrong with portioning them. There's nothing wrong with portioning them out. Okay. Block on her with Sinclair? It doesn't change anything, does it? I don't think so. You just said the reading was Eevee? Devin's squeaking? He's so cooked? Okay, wait. Like, is this another freaking... This better not be another Magical Girls ruin a fight situation. I'm just trying to think. Like, is there... They're presenting me with these umbrellas that I can apply sinking, okay? I can apply a ton of sinking to her, and we can lose sinking. But I guess right now we don't have any sinking. Why else do you think the umbrellas are low HP? Because you can portion them! You can portion them out! Let me see. Look, I may not be a smart man, but I want to see. I'm gonna take 1 umbrella for the road, guys. I'm gonna keep the umbrellas around. Let's just see what happens. What if I just don't use all the umbrellas? Who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me? No, I didn't want to use my orange skill. Actually, I was saving that. Okay. Now she goes attack mode. Oh, they disappeared. Well, there goes the umbrellas. There goes our umbrellas. You know, it never said they were going to disappear. I had no idea. Lose 30 SP and gain 5 sinking, gain corroding heart next turn. Corroding heart, gain 2 power down, 2 fragile, and 5 bind. But look, these are all negatives. So isn't it a good thing that we kept her SP up? Now we can win these clashes. Right? I think so. And we have ego to win any of them that may be more difficult. Look, maybe a ton of protection and attack power up would have been good, but I think we're still in a good spot. Don't worry. Okay, what is the speed on these things? Is one of these like a... It's like attacking everyone. So can everyone clash with it individually? No. One person clashes with it. Wow. Wait, we're still struggling even to beat that? That's not good. This thing has a lot of power. There's gotta be somebody that can beat this, huh? Okay, wait. Unmanifest your ego. What if you... No. What if you... No. What if you manifested your ego? Still struggling. Okay. And everybody rolled too low to be able to deal with it. Well, you know, we're gonna see. Let's see if that ego is struggling, but you know, we can dream. We can pray. We can pray it works. And then everything else is one-sided. Okay, looking back at it now, maybe we should have broken all the umbrellas. But why is there not a passive in there or something that's like, these umbrellas will disappear this turn? You know what I'm saying? Oh, we didn't get it. We didn't get it. Like, there's nothing to make it clear that the umbrellas aren't disappearing. They did that shit all the time in Ruina. You'd think that they would have learned in Limbus. It's not that hard. If such a big portion of the game is learning, then why would they not, whoa. Oh no, he corroded. Oh no. Oh goodness. Oh no. This is not good. This is not good. Yeah, go for it, buddy. I've never seen the corroded Sinclair before. This is what happens when the boy goes crazy. I think we might be cooked. I think we are not in a Oh, he still attacks? I thought he attacked indiscriminately. Oh! Well, you look at that. I mean, R.I.P. Ishmael. Wait, we're still alive. We're still alive. We do have 2 people dead, but we're still going. Keep it up, team. Keep it up, keep it up. It would be crazy to recover from such a fumble. But I think we can do it. Those were under-leveled IDs anyways. Ishmael and Rodion weren't being too much of a help anyways. It's okay. We don't need them. Is she gonna go umbrella mode again after this? No, she's not. Okay. How did you get staggered? What happened to you? You didn't even attack. She was staggered. What did you get staggered from? The poison? What the hell happened to Sinclair? All right. We're favored here. Unopposed. God damn it. Where are these attacks even going? They're all going on Sinclair. Are you serious? I can't do anything to stop that. Obviously, we can't use your ego. You die. I mean, I can pull one. I can pull one over here. This. Oh, one of them's the evade. Okay, perfect. That's it. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Yeah. So no attacks are heading at no actual attacks are heading at Sinclair right now. Perfect. And I go like that, I guess. Try that. Zero clue why poison's here. Yeah, I don't know. It is a strange poison appearance. Maybe she's just a little dirty, and her umbrella suit does look a little nasty. Come on, grip! Come on, grip! Grip! What are you doing? You're favored! You were favored. You were the chosen one! Okay. Tank Boy Gregor's got all those hits. Don't worry. Okay. You say you are favored. You better freaking get it going. Neutral, neutral, unopposed, unopposed, unopposed. God, okay. Let's have you pull with one of your blocks. And then if we're neutral somewhere, just go for it. I wish we could get rid of the sinking. Yeah. I mean, I think we should. Yeah, I mean, I think we just have to go for the neutral. We just have to attempt it. Believe in yourself. Which one's better? No, yeah, this one actually would be better. Okay. Other attacks go this way. Come on, you got it, buddy. You got it. Okay, now she's gripping. Oh, come on. Now we're gripping. Hey, the gaze application's big. Oh. Yes! Oh, that is the GOAT. Okay, we won the neutral clash. Perfect. Big blocks. We just gotta break that body one more time. I think we can get her. Okay, she's at 7 SP now. Does she just get a new passive? In panic, becomes staggered. Faltering heart. Okay, that's what we need. We need to make her go crazy. Make her go crazy. Make her go crazy and we're good. Okay. That's all we need. All we need right now. And we've got ego. Hopeless. Neutral. Unopposed. Okay. We need you to just win it. Just win it, Greg. Just win it. You're throwing this attack back here no matter what. We do not have enough rupture. I guess the blue's still better. You are completely unopposed, so just go for big dam. Neutral here. Well, somebody's supposed to pull this for. Oh, this is also heading at Greg. And the only one that can... Hey, the only one that can pull this is Hong Lu. He probably dies. I think Greg can take it, but Greg getting staggered really sucks. I really do not want Greg to get staggered. It inflicts sinking and rupture. Roll 8 to 18. How far is he? Can I see like an accurate? Okay, 97. He wouldn't go down. I don't think that's enough. Oh, but he has 3 coins. Wait, no, that's this one. It's 2 coins. Is the 8 to 18 both coins combined, or is that for each coin? Do we have Fluid Sack on Faust? No, we do not. We chose, we had the option to choose our ego last time, and we chose Sinclair's, this one. Impending Day. We just don't have enough stuff for the calendar right now. Okay. Well, this would just need to go here, and then we need Faust. Faust to manifest her ego, then. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. Let's go for rifle purpose. Yeah, I think he dies no matter what anyways, but it's fine. I can't let Gregor get staggered, and it's like, I don't think Hong Lu at this point is not providing much. His SP so low anyways. Yeah. Come on. Come on, Greg! Come on! There we go. Big. Not bad. There's the block. Oh, he's alive! Okay, the block was huge. And there's There's the ego. Hey, that should get everybody's SP up, and I think her body's super low HP. And done. Wait, she's gotta be like 1 HP. Yeah, she's 7 HP. She dies from the burn next turn. Wait, aren't we just good? Don't we just win from the burn? Is this it? Did we just win? I think we just won. I think we're good. Yes! Okay. Even with the mega throw on not taking out the umbrellas, we're still good. Don't worry, we're still good. We beat Flower. Why is she Flower Lady? There were no flowers. She's Umbrella Lady. Where are the flowers? Does he know? He doesn't know. What does he not know? Someone tell me what he doesn't know. Oh, I guess we didn't EX clear it though. Within 10 turns? That's insanity. Definitely not clear in 10 turns. Well done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Congrats. That was the easy part. What is this? Why is this the end of the little chapter? Why is this the end of the chapter? Why does this say clear within 15 turns? What's going on here? Guys?
피를 머금을 시간이네.
Guys, what's going on here? I don't like this. No, don't give me a monologue now. Just die. Just fall over and die. I stabbed you. We stabbed you to death. Hemoptysis. An optimistic sign. Even with the repeated training with clip-lock deterrence, abusive ego will still push the user's body to the limit. Will you return the Golden Bough now, Dongbaek? I was supposed to hand it over to my guest over here. Signed in some complicated contract with several stamps, so I can't go back on my words here. Proudly boasting your ignorance still. And you are weak still. Even with the ego from Lobotomy Corp, this was below my expectations, Dongbaek. Besides, I haven't even introduced you to the technology I developed. I know, why don't we hold our first conference in a while? What the hell am I looking at? He made a giant nutsack? Nutsack abnormality? The daily audiovisual feed has been sent. So tell me, Dongbaek, how much bigger can your nutsack grow? What's up with this sound? Is that the footage those drones filmed while we were fighting the abnormality on the street? I read the threat you sent, Dongbaek. Said you'll release an abnormality on the streets if I don't speak about the singularity. I know you were always fond of radical events, but I didn't think you'd actually do it. Of course, it produced a lot more tears, all thanks to you. No, I wasn't planning to release it. It escaped. You ignored my warning. If I responded there, that'd mean admitting that our lab has been experimenting on abnormalities arbitrarily. Thank goodness our contractors happened to be near the nest when it happened. So it was all part of your plan to have us run to the breached abnormality? It was closer to an experiment than a plan. The possibility of failure was kept in mind, but I had evidence to trust that you'd make it through. I've been keeping an eye on you for longer than you might think. I told you, didn't I? I'm a fan of yours. He's been watching us since Cromer? No, Sinclair, it's always been the other way around. I am the one who grips. How is this? I don't think I can watch. It generated record tears that time as well. It played a significant part in securing the award, I might add. The employees of a certain department in Incorp weren't the best people to talk with. I was able to procure fresh audiovisual feed thanks to them. That means the reason Incorp could get away with such cruelties in a residential area in Nescorp was...
이것이 거래였군.
This is what the deal entailed.
누가 그랬던 것 같은데.
I think I remember a certain fellow saying this. While Brother Young G's glass window was innovative, it was simply too vast to be freely wield, especially for a coarse man like me.
아,
Ah, Dongbaek, was it you? Are you?
눈물은
There just were never enough tears. I mean, look around you.
주의를
See how many people are suffering here.
그러니까
So they'll be doing the crying for
눈을
us,
감을 겨를도
with no time to shut their eyes.
기술에 살짝의 변형만 가한 것뿐이야.
So the tears can only be produced off of tragedy. I see. Here, Devin, is your first look directly into a singularity of a wing. So this isn't an abnormality. Is the eye is a singularity in itself? It's not an abnormality? But they were experimenting on abnormalities to figure out stuff about it. Let's see, Admin says you can make joy tears, laughing, crying emoji, but like, come on now. I only made minor modifications to Brother Young G's work.
어떠한
I wanted to show a reflection of any possibility in its unvarnished image.
그래서 나는
That is why I'm considering the name for it. Mirror.
난 이것이
I wish that this will serve as a tool of entertainment, giving us more joy.
이걸 찾아내느라 그간 안 보였던 거니?
This is why I haven't been able to see you lately. To discover this?
정남,
Dongrong, why are you laughing like that?
눈은
It's
엄청
just
빛나
funny that you're
보이는데
talking so
그렇게
ferociously when your
터득하게
eyes are
재밌잖아.
full of curious twinkles.
이상, 이놈한테
Isang, will you tell him to shut it?
얼음 과자 처음
Why don't you
먹어본
hide your astonishment of a
어린애
child who's
같은
tried
표정이
ice cream for the
가져줄래?
first time on your face first?
웃음을 참지 못하는 입,
Mouths unable to hold laughter.
놀라움에 터지는
Exclamations
감성,
of amazedness.
서로를 향한
Smiles at each other.
별보다 반짝이는
Eyes glowing
눈동자,
brighter than stars.
모두가 느끼고 있다.
Everyone there felt pure joy.
이 모든 게
I only wish that all this
놀이가 되길
would remain a
바란다.
simple
조용히 있어.
Do you say recreation or reaction? Recreation. Be quiet.
그대는 그저
You will simply
그대로 살아가는
live on
거야.
as you are, as if you know nothing.
이따위 역겨운
glass
짓거리를
window.
위해서
Wasn't made for this kind of wicked degeneracy.
중요한 순간이야.
We're having an important moment. Please mind your
그리고
language.
나도 알아.
I know what you're saying.
영지 형이라면
Brother Youngji would have scolded me for this. But did you know though, we're no longer in the time when we used to cheer over toy-like inventions. The applause won't be as loud with how few of us that remain now.
너는 그저
You're just struggling to let go. Isn't that right?
겉으로는
You give your
거창하게
grand
기술의
speech about the
추악한
evil of
모험을
technology,
하고
but that's no more than a pretext you made up on the way as a means to gather support to reach your true goal.
기술의 추악함을 소멸시키려는 너도
You claim to fight the vile technology, but you yourself are being plenty vile.
하필이면
When your group took over the lobotomy branch facility where I just happened to be conducting my research,
부하들에게는
you probably told your followers that it was to investigate the singularity. But in reality, you figured out that you could find pieces of technology you could use as weapons, didn't you?
무기였을 수 있는 기술들이
Like
숨겨져
ego.
있는 것. 그 귀중한 정보를
I wonder who gave you all that
제공하는
precious information. Shreen couldn't have known that. How about a game of 20 questions? Will you tell me that way?
다 알고 있는 것처럼
Don't
떠들지.
talk like you know everything. That attitude of yours always annoyed me. Then let me act like I know about just one more thing.
영지 형의
When we
유리창
peeked through Brother Youngji's glass window,
그리고
and when we got a glimpse of worlds reflected in Yisang's mirror,
때문에
we felt the euphoria and schism we would never be able to recover from.
유리창이 탄생했을 때
Since the moment the glass window was made,
각종 이익
all sorts of interest groups came knocking on the door. Right, well, we may think that we left the league of our own volition.
모두 알고 있지.
We all know what actually happened. We're actually just torn apart and scattered away.
그 원인이
And that's the reason for it came from the inside. Dongbaek, even if you put my work in the concept incinerator, we won't be able to go back to those innocent times. You know that, right? Even though you are aware, you still can't give up on your obsession.
아,
Now I get it.
소각되어버린
If someone were to discover the
기술들이
incinerated technologies
누군가
again,
다른 꿈을 가진
other
미래의
nameless
누군가
fellows with other dreams would feel the same
같은
euphoria we
희열을 느낄
once
줄을
felt.
알았던 거구나.
That's what you wanted to happen.
우리가 과거로 돌아갈 수
We can't return to our past selves. You're going to recreate the past for coming generations.
와,
Wow, what a cute and a unique idea, Dongbaek. Miss Dongbaek, your body. Dongbaek muttered into emptiness. It was as though she was talking to someone. Oh, she's blooming it. She's blooming it. Yes, I'll bury it deep in the sand. Hide them. For someone to find someday. We didn't discover the technologies because we were better or had exclusive rights to. You may be right. I fooled everyone, including myself, into working for my own goals. It was the land we tilled that was fertile. That's disheartening to hear. Are you going to discredit all our efforts that went into plowing the soil, missing out on the sight of flowers? Back then, we were naive amateurs. In the past, you refused to forget just a fleeting moment, even a fleeting moment seen through rose-tinted glasses. Did your colleagues who gave their lives to the cause know this, though? That the cause you exclaimed was only a specious banner to lure people with. It was as vain as the cloud on the sky. No, and yet, I'm finally seeing myself better now. Which is why I should plant the sprout and cover with dirt with my own hands, isn't that right? The bud has fallen, and our fruit has long since withered. It must be covered with dirt again. Let other fruits be born. Hey, is it really okay to let her be? You know, your mind doesn't work right when you're using ego. Now hold on, are you doing this on purpose? Taunt her as much as you can. And wait for her to tire herself out. Back to the innocent times, now without us. Ah, innocence. No words are as embarrassing as that. Oi, keep it together! No one can shake your mind like I do. Then and now, isn't that right? No, I feel like my mind is blooming wider than ever. I've always wished to be a bud, soon to burst into bloom, shrouded in scent all over the body. Even if this is my own heart-wrenching path, understood by no one, I'll still leave behind a morrow, strong and fertile like fallen petals. Phase 2. No! Dongbaek Ego Spicebush. Aren't you a spicy one? Inflicts blooming. How does this work? At 5 or more count, take sloth damage by the count percent of max HP and become fully bloomed. At less than 5 count, lose count times 5 SP and then reduce count by 1. Okay, so it's like... it's SP reduction and big health damage. Alright. Any passives I can see? No, just the fixed panic thing. Okay. On evade inflicts blooming. Understood. Okay. Let's do this. It's like mega syncing with a fun surprise at 5 count. He doesn't know what full... I don't know what full bloom is. That is true. We don't know what full bloom is yet. Maybe it's actually good. But for now, let's try and just win our clashes. How about that? Favored here. Neutral. Struggling. Hopeless. Okay. Somebody's gonna have to take a neutral attack here. Yeah. Let's go for the neutral here. You got it, Don. I believe in you. I'm guessing the full bloom's very bad, though. Let's go. Come on. Ah, damn it. Okay, we have defense level up, though. That's fine. Supply all those status effects and win all your clashes. Okay, we did get a grip in. That's Big Nail's application. We got paralyzed on there. I think, was that heads? Did we paralyze her? We did. And we have the gaze going. Perfect. I was struggling to do this fight at level. I don't think it's feasible to do this right now. Watch me. Trust in the process, my friends. We can do it. I swear. Okay, so we got a little bit of bloom on these fellas. They're gonna lose a little bit of SP, which they're already minus 10 of SP already. Did all of them, did this evade just go insane? I think it did. I think almost all of them. Ooh, I think almost everybody got evaded there. Because everybody's SP is already super low. He is so dead. I'm seeing quite a bit of people in chat saying this is not going to work. Trust! Don't worry, we've got it. Okay, we do have an orange coming in next. I want to make sure that we can get whistles going. I'm actually going to save this. Oh, I have to remember though, the paralyze. So paralyze is going to show that things are a lot better than they actually are. Okay. It's probably not worth going for the one-sided attacks. Okay, I think this evade was like beating everybody. Yeah, I don't think we barely got any one-sided attacks off there. I don't know. It says it's only a 6 though. 6 is not that hard to beat. It's not that hard to beat the evade. Yeah, we should definitely be able to beat it. Never mind, we should be able to do one-sided. Clash, win, gain poise, gain haste. Let's inflict sinking. Okay, that'll be good. Save the orange ability. We got another one coming in if we want to use this one. It's all unopposed though. Do they have enough nails? Are we gonna inflict enough nails here? I don't think so. Are we? Let's go for... If we have another orange one coming in. Okay. That should be fine. We do need somebody to... Oh, on use inflicts blooming. Okay. Let's have this... I mean, ideally, we want it on Sinclair, right? Sinclair is the one that can tank that SP damage. And, like, it's actually good for him. Yeah, let me do that. Because he doesn't have him blooming on him, any blooming on him yet anyways. This is going to make him go crazy, though. I think it'll be fine. Okay. Then we have this one that we really do need to win. Maybe he should go for this then. Oh, we're struggling on this one. I didn't realize. I'll use inflicts blooming. God. We're favored here. Can anybody win the clash here? Yes. But remember, that's considering that paralyze is in play. Try. It's so hard to know with paralyze, like, what your odds actually are. I wish there was a better way to see it. I guess I just have to get better at knowing how, like, the coin flips interact with one another. Okay. Yeah, and Gregor doesn't have any blooming on right now, so he'll be fine. Gregor can take the 3 bloom. There you go. Good boy. Yep, okay, no, he's bloomed. Oh, Gregor's blooming it. Oh, he's blooming it. I don't know what the bloom even means. He's a tanky boy, though. He can take it. He can take it. There's the evade. Come on, y'all. What are we doing? The bloom? Gregor! What happened? Gregor, no! He's being turned into a flower. The main expansion, infinite bloomage. Cannot act. At the end of the turn, lose 20 SP. If SP reaches negative 45, fully heal SP, then gain Dazzled Mind. Target allies for attacks when stagger remove this effect next turn. If this effect isn't moved in 2 turns, lose 30 SP and remove it at the end of the turn. Okay, so we just need to break them out, right? Soon to bloom flower. Turn in at +1 count and gain HP proportional to the count. Okay. And then do you have any new special passive or anything I need to keep track of? No. Okay. SP is definitely lacking, though. Yeah, I think we just have to break it. Okay. We can activate whistles here, which is the plan. So, let's see. Where are these going? We're dominating here. Okay. Neutral, neutral. Might as well send the festival will here. Favored. We should probably take out these flowers before they get too strong, right? I think so. I think if they bloom, it's really bad. We have to stop them. But also, Gregor becoming hostile is not that bad. He's just tanky. He actually doesn't deal that much damage. Okay. That will activate whistles. Favored here. These are hopeless, though. Spawn 2 flowers next turn. If there are 4 flowers present, instead raise level of lowest level flower by 1. Inflicts rupture in blooming. One of them's... Okay, we can... In Claire, I think, can tank this. That's fine. This other one, though, will block. How are we doing on ego? Nobody can manifest ego except for Don right now. Okay. Heal all the flowers. Come on. There we go. Apply some sinking. We're stabbing the flower. Damn, she ain't dealing no damage. I mean, I don't think Grip's really supposed to do that much damage. It has really good status effects. And the guard. Nice, big guard. That's fine. Okay. We're at... Oh, wow. He's only at -5. I thought that Sinclair would have been at much lower SP, but I guess not. Okay, and there's our Festive Fever. Good. Okay, I can't even see his SP. Wasn't it like if his SP drops to 0, then lose 20 SP. If SP reaches -45, fully heal SP, then gain Dazzled Mind. But you can't even see their SP. There is no SP here. I don't really know what that means. Okay. I think so far we're doing good, though. So we dominate here. Dominate here. How are you neutral? How is this neutral? Because you're so underleveled? Okay, we'll send this attack at the staggered fella. Favored. And we gotta win some of these clashes. Why are these so hard to win? We have got to, like, lower their SP. Okay. Don, you ego up. You ego up, my friend. And... we don't have enough. They got too many flowers. How do you deal with all the flowers? What do the flowers do? I don't know what the fully bloomed flowers look like. This is not good. And there's like, these have, this one's like a freaking mass attack thing. Wait, where is this? I see, is it coming from here? Yeah, it is. Okay, we'll win that. This other one, like, what am I gonna do? Everybody's gonna get bloomed. You just have to win, like, every clash that's ever existed or something? I have no idea. Not enough.
예쁘네. 네 피부에서.
God, we're losing to a flower. It's a little sapling. How are you losing to little sapling?
달려라 루신한테. 정의는 승리한다.
I guess it really is just win every clash, isn't it? If you can see the Sandy at the portrait at the bottom of the screen. Oh, we're talking about Gregor's SP. It's not like its own entity. Well, it is, but it should just show his SP. Okay, now Gregor has Dazzled Mind. Targets allies for attacks when staggered. Remove this effect next turn. Okay. Whoa, everybody's targeting him? Clash lose this unit is defeated. What? Fully bloomed. Oh, okay. Wait, so them being bloomed isn't even that big of a deal? I have no idea. I'm still not fully grasping the how the fight works exactly. Okay. Well, why can't I see my chances of winning the clash? Where are they at? Can I not redirect? Oh, that says Gregor. That's why. Never mind, that makes sense. Okay, dominating. Favored. Favored. And then break these boys out, right? Or we can't actually attack. We can't actually attack Gregor. He still targets us. That's fine. That doesn't deal that much damage. Okay. God, it's a very, very confusing fight. Gonna look at what it's targeting. What, are you saying because they're targeting Greg? I know they're targeting Gregor. I'm not blind. I'm not blind, man. Gain +5 final power for each living soon-to-bloom flower. After attack, remove all soon-to-bloom flowers. Oh my god, yeah, we might be cooked. Okay, you just do your random attack, as always. That was enough to stagger our boy. And is everything hopeless? We have no... How do we not have enough ego resources to do a single... That's crazy. We don't have enough ego resources to do a single ego down here. Is everybody that's staggered is able to do it. It's so poo. And they're all like mass attacks. Ugh. Yeah, it's not looking good, y'all. It's not looking good. I think we might be done. We became Bush. Yeah, I guess this is really just a oh no, everyone's become flour. Everyone is flour. This feels like it's just a power check. It doesn't even feel like there's that much nuance in how you deal with the enemies. I mean, I guess we just have to be strong enough to actually be able to, like, you know, deal with them. But everybody's back. But yeah, I mean, that's just, this fight is either gonna take an eternity, or we need we need to go upgrade our guys. I don't think we're winning this, y'all. Yeah, using a coherent team that's level 35, that's it, yeah. Which, I mean, we can get. We do just have to run some Luxcavations. But, I mean, this guy doesn't seem that confusing. Like, it just seems like you just win the clashes. If you just win the clashes, you just win. Right? Like, it doesn't seem like it's that difficult to, if I could just beat these clashes, then I would be good. I just can't. Like, people are not strong enough to do it. So I concede. Give me a fight that's not. Look, make the boss battles like mirror dungeons where. Oh. Did we get a refund? We got a refund? We got a refund? Sorry, I was reading this. Scheisse. Just how did Inca Fallon refund. Look at that. But give me the fights. I wish the boss fights were like mirror dungeons where everybody's level capped. Because it does just feel like I'm just gonna, you know, grind to the point where all my IDs are actually strong enough to do the fight, and they're just gonna roll through it, you know? We're not using support centers. I don't feel like using it with support centers. I don't feel like using the friend centers. But we'll have to do some. I'll do some Exp Luxcavations. I will get what we can from that. Let's see. Did we get any like EXP tickets from the battle pass? No, just a little bit of thread. Yeah. We'll have to do some Luxcavations to get the EXP tickets, level right up, and then we'll be good. I guess it is a gotcha. We do gotta grind a little bit. Devin, are you German? No, I just am semi-fluent in the language. But we will save all of that for next time, guys. I think this is where we'll end it here. Right on the cusp of the Bloom Bud boss battle. Like I said, yeah, we'll have to just level up our team some. We'll do some Luxcavations next stream, get them all powered up, and we'll get going. Thank you, Dexter.
I'll give you $10 if you use a support.
No, you can't do that. You can't give me the $10. Now I'm like forced to do it. Dex, you can't do this. You can't be like, I'll give you this money. Here's this money, but now you're forced to do this thing. Thank you so much for the donation. But we're not using we're not using the friends. We're not using the friend IDs. I think it'd be lame. Because then we would just do that for the rest of the game. Yeah, I know I said save for Walpurgis, so imagine you got a 3-star Otis. That would be insane. But we already did a 10 pull today. So we're not doing an end 10 pull. We'll save up this lunacy for Walpurgis, at least some of it. I think it would be really cool to have some of those other IDs. But this is where we end this one. Before y'all go though, this is usually where people start to leave. Make sure you vote on the new stream schedule. All right, check out the link that's pinned in the chat right now, or go to the Discord and go to the announcements page, the announcements channel. There's a thing in there. All right, there's a poll, or there's a poll here on the YouTube community page. Okay, make sure. Where is our music? Why is the music not here? This is insane. Where's our outro music? Guys, the outro music's not here. There it is. Wait, did I delete the outro music? Wait, I was doing some stuff on the computer the other day. No, that can't be the case. Wait, hold up. Wait, give me a second here. We're good. Outro music's here. Outro music's here. Go check out the form. Go fill it out. Vote on that new stream schedule that's starting this Monday, because I have to earn money to pay for food, okay? We've got outro music though. We're good. Alright guys, well, thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching the stream. I don't know if you guys are done, I don't know if you guys have already watched or completed the new Canto yet. I don't know if people have already, I don't know how quickly you can get through the Cantos. But I appreciate you guys still coming and watching a Canto IV stream, even though there's new content out there that you could be watching, alright? Very much appreciate that. I like having y'all around. Hope you had a good time, because I know that I did, you know? But yes, Monday, we will have a new stream schedule set. I'm going to send out an announcement on that over on the Discord and on the YouTubes. Oh, it's only part 1. The full Canto is actually not out yet. Is that what you're saying, Cool Dog? Interesting. But yeah, we'll do some Exp Luxcavations, maybe a mirror dungeon or something. And we'll be freaking killing Mrs. Buddy Boss Lady. You know what I'm saying? A good time. But yeah, so keep an eye out for that new schedule when it comes out. But all right, well, thank you so much for watching, both those of you here on YouTube and on Twitch. Very much appreciate you guys. And I also want to give a big special thanks to all of our members here on the YouTubes that give me their money. All right. Also, thank you again, Dexter, for that $10 donut. That was very, very nice of you. Even though I will not be using it to, I will not be using it for a night piece. I very much appreciate the donut, though. So thank you to all of our 30 members, those being Baked Potato, Comment, Tyan Fam, Air, Gareth 136, Christy, Virulent, Sergio, Hong Lu, Big Bird, Kyonchis, Oliko, Molten Knight, Gregor, Caballero, Otis, Devour, Sibaha, 22 Tall, Gabriel Lavera, Wealthy Candy, Tony the Horse, Jackie, Yash, Alexandrude, Owen, Bug, Miles, and Alphonse. I hope all of you have a great morning, evening, night, afternoon, wherever you are. And I will see you guys on Monday for more Limbus company.